following is a presentation of Husker Radio Sports. Your exclusive home for North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics is right here on 1240 AM, 1061 FM, KODY. You can also hear all the action at www.huskerradio.com or on the KODY mobile app, available for free in the Google Play or the App Store. Now let's send it to the voice of the Irish, Tanner Struckman.
And welcome to the McGann Activity Center. It's the D1-10 Sub-District Basketball Tournament here on Husker Radio. Welcome into our Quick Stop pregame show as we get this one dialed up. A doubleheader here from McGann that is as good of a sub-district as you will find in the entire state of Nebraska. You have got four teams absolutely loaded for bear, and four teams that very well, with a loss even today, could all get into a district final via wild card. That is how good this D1-10 sub-district basketball tournament is. I haven't gone through every sub in the state, but I would venture to say it's not a stretch to say this is the best sub, top four, that you will find playing on a Tuesday night. You've got St. Pat's at 20-2, the overall top seed in Class D1. They're ranked number 1 in the Lincoln Journal-Star and Omaha World Herald poll. They have been for several weeks now as they take on the 4th-seeded South Loup Bobcats, who come in 18-4. That's right. It's a loaded sub, and that is proof right there. They come in with an 18-4 record. They're actually ranked in the top 10 of the Lincoln Journal-Star, and they're not in a bad spot of getting a wild card. They're kind of on the edge, but if things fell the correct way, they would probably still get one. I would say they got a pretty good chance. Later on tonight, we'll have the second sub-final for those watching on HuskerRadio.com. The 2-seeded Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves, who are number 2 in every poll for D1. They're 23-1. They'll take on the 3rd-seeded Elm Creek Buffaloes, who are 18-4. They're ranked in the top 10 of both polls as well. In fact, you got number 1, 2, and number 3 in all of D1 PowerPoints, all playing here tonight in the sub-district tournament. So welcome into our Quick Stop pregame show with all that. Couple games that should be as fun as you're going to find here from the McGann Activity Center. Tanner Struckman, glad to be with you. Irish again coming in 20-2 under Coach Bill O'Malley, a team that closed out the regular season with a win against Paxton on Friday, 53-40. It's a solid victory. They're 10th straight. The South Loup Bobcats come in 18-4 under longtime coach Jeff Cole. Got some really good experience in coaching in this four teams. There's a lot of good coaching. Coach Cole's been there for 24 years. Coach O'Malley, 12 years. Coach Cavity at Elm Creek's been there for, I believe, 19 years. And I know Coach Hamilton from Maywood-Hayes Center, his 6, but he was at San Angelo Thedford, so he's been in the area for double-digit years as well. There's a lot of experience, and they bring some good teams. South Loup, 18-4. They are coming off of a loss to SEM on Friday by 13, but they got a win last night over Overton in the play-in game, 67-43 to get to the matchup here against North Platte St. Pat's. Again, Maywood-Hayes Center, Elm Creek should be just as good. I say that. Sometimes you say that because you want to be nice to the other team. It's going to be a good matchup when you know sometimes it's not always going to be a great matchup. I'm not saying that just tonight. You got four teams that the worst has a 4-loss record. It's going to be a really, really good doubleheader of basketball. Of course, winners will face each other on Thursday in the sub-final. Getting our Quick Stop pregame show just underway. Just around every corner, fast, easy, and convenient with 6 locations throughout North Platte. Also locations in Ogallala, Hershey, Grant, and Imperial. On the road everywhere, it is Quick Stop. Take our first time out here on our Quick Stop pregame show, and when we return, we'll hear from the head coach of St. Pat's, Bill O'Malley. We'll recap the win over Paxton, a game that I was not able to cover. I was actually covering the sub-district final game for the St. Pat's Lady Irish, and so, yeah, we'll get you that one. We'll recap that win over Paxton and then preview the matchup with the South Loup Bobcats. We're about 19 minutes away from tip-off here from the McGann Activity Center for Game 1. It's the top-seeded St. Pat's Irish at 20-2, and the South Loup Bobcats, the 4-seeded 18-4. Coming up from the D1-10 Sub-District Basketball Tournament. A timeout and more pregame continues right after this on Husker Radio.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life. Like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
This is Nelson Jett of Team Perlinger & Jett of Great Plains Realty in North Platte. Give us a call for all of your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling, we are here to help you with your next move. Make sure to check us out at teamperlingerandjet.com. As proud supporters of the St. Patrick's Irish, we are excited to wish them the best of luck in their 2022-2023 school year activities. Go Irish!
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at Another Storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another Storage, 532-1332.
Welcome back at our Quick Stop pregame show here from the McGann Activity Center as North Platte St. Pat's, the overall top seed in the D1-10 sub-district tournament, starts up their run, and they get the South Loup Bobcats here. Coach O'Malley with us. Coach, you're coming off of a game on Friday I didn't get to see, but I did watch it. I watched it from home, which was actually kind of nice. I'm not going to lie. Haven't done that in a long time. You got to win over Paxton.
Did you feel like you needed to be calling it?
I felt, no, actually, I said to my wife, I said, this is great. Is this what you guys get to do all the time? This is awesome. I'm home. I'm relaxing. But no, it was stressful not doing the game. I'm not going to lie to you. But overall, that's a good win. I know a lower scoring game, but, that's a good fundamental Paxton team. And so to get a 13-point win at their place is a pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, and I thought the kids did a good job of building that lead, and then we just kind of finished it out. We were able to kind of control the tempo for a little bit there late and finish it off. So that was a good end to the regular season.
Had to be great to see Andrew hit 4 threes. Those are huge shots.
Yeah, it was big, and when you're playing somebody that's playing zone defense, and if you don't hit a few shots, it can be pretty tough to come by scoring.
St. Pat's closed out the regular season with a big win over the Paxton Tigers. That was a big win points-wise, too. It vaulted you well into number 1. You were already there, but it gave you a little bit bigger cushion there. And now you open up sub-district play. Got to feel like with the way Zarek's playing, he's just had a heck of a January and February. And obviously Brecken's been pretty consistent. Will's been offensively probably the best he's ever been in his career. Obviously Andrew getting 4. Offensively, this team's found something.
Yeah, I think we've had a good combination of scoring. Of course, things are always going to kind of focus on Brecken, but whatever help we can give him and balance we can give, makes us a much more dangerous team offensively. And guys have figured out the ways that they can score, a little dribble penetration, some transition, putbacks. It all adds up.
St. Pat's the number 1 seed in Class D1, and you open up a sub-district that is probably the toughest. I haven't looked at every sub in every class, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to find 4 teams with a combined record that this group does. I'm sure this is probably as loaded of a sub as you can remember playing in.
Yeah, I think without a doubt it really is kind of statistically it's a bit of an anomaly. That you can put, teams that geographically fit in the same sub-district, and we do, and have them have those kind of records because, oftentimes, and I guess the other thing that's kind of interesting about it is you have 3 or 4 different, in this sub you had 3 or 4 different conferences represented, so there's not a lot of head-to-heads, or a few, but anyway, it's kind of an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, South Loup, a team not head-to-head this year. Last year, though, in this game, you saw this team. You were able to get a big win, but they've grown up. They've added some really good freshmen, and this is a solid South Loup. This is a heck of a 4 seed.
Yeah, it really is. And, they basically have the same team they had a year ago that had a really successful year and another year of maturity and experience under their belt. And so we'll really have to be sharp.
Obviously, the Gracie kid gets a lot at 20 a game, but feels like the Connell kid kind of runs the show. 7 assists a game will tell you that.
Yeah, he does. Their offense really is keyed by him. He creates a lot of problems with his ability to handle the ball and penetrate the defense, and so we'll have to do a good job on him to try to limit their offense.
I know last year, Brecken, that he really controlled the first half of that game when he played a lot. Obviously, I'm sure they're thinking, we got to find a way to slow him down. What do they do defensively?
Well, I think they'll probably play 1-3-1. They've been pretty consistently 1-3-1, and I have to believe that's certainly what they'll start out in. Although we've seen a couple of box and ones on Brecken, and so I think we've seen most everything that we could see, and so we'll just have to be able to execute whatever they throw at us.
Sub-district basketball, I know that your wild card for a district final is pretty safe for almost all of these teams, maybe even South Loup, believe it or not, but obviously that's not something you want to rely on as a coach. We always bring this up every year that you want to go in winning.
Yeah, we need to really be at our best, and you can't, if you have that in the back of your mind, you're just not going to play your best. I mean, you have to look at every game like you do during the regular season. I mean, there's no one game during the regular season that's a must win, but that doesn't mean you're not trying to win, you're not preparing to win, and you're not focused on doing your best on that given evening. So that's what we need to do tonight.
St. Pat's South Loup, good luck, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll continue pregame after this.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For a no-hassle quote, see local Shelter Insurance agents Pete Bowles or Brent Rocco in North Platte today.
Headed to the game or need a place to eat after? Then Dave's Place is the ultimate pregame, postgame hangout. With the freshest pizza and wings, it's a North Platte tradition. Plus a new specialty pizza every month.
Hey there, what about just watch the game? Don't forget the Huskers are always on at Dave's Place.
Dave's Place, where the conversations are fun and the pizza is amazing. Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street.
North Platte welcomes Hilton True Wide's newest brand, True Hotel. You'll be greeted by their spacious lobby and friendly staff. Play a game of pool or relax on the patio by the fire pit with your favorite beverage from the well-stocked pantry, including wine and beer. Enjoy a state-of-the-art 55-inch television in your room and complimentary hot breakfast buffet. Earn and redeem Hilton's Honor Points. Book your True Guaranteed Best Rate at Hilton.com. The True by Hilton at exit 179 just off I-80 North Platte.
Welcome back here to the McGann Activity Center on Husker Radio's KODY 1240 AM 1061 FM. It is our quick stop pregame show here as we get ready for the D1-10 Sub-District Semifinal, game number 1 of 2. It is top-seeded St. Pat's against South Loup Bobcats, 20-2 against 18-4. This is as good of a matchup for a 1-4 matchup that you will get. For the St. Pat's Irish, they come in 20-2, number 1 in pretty much everything. League Journal Star, Omaha World Herald, also D1 Power Points. They've won 10 straight, including that win over Paxton on Friday. Again, it was a little unique for me. I usually cover every one of their games, so I was actually made it back in North Platte to be able to watch that game via the Paxton YouTube stream. It was kind of a different one. It was a lower scoring game there for St. Pat's, 53-40, lowest since the Chase County game at SPVA, led by 3 after 1, 8 at half. They kind of just slowly built the lead. They held Paxton to 4 points in the fourth quarter and held on for the win. Brecken Erickson 17-4. Andrew Broch's big game. He had 12 points, 4 3-pointers. That's huge. Zarek Branch continued his hot ways. His second half of the year, he's been outstanding. 12 points and 5 rebounds and hit 6 threes, which is actually second most all year in a single game, believe it or not. And it was their best percentage, 6 of 12 from downtown. This team hits that well from downtown, they are going to be awfully tough to stop because that is kind of the catalyst to beat a zone. It's obviously hitting some outside shots, and so if they can do that like they did against Paxton, that's a great sign if you're an Irish fan. Now 10 straight wins since that Cozad loss. They're averaging 60 a game, giving up 40 a game defensively. And again, D1 in power points, they're number 1 right now. Brecken Erickson, in the D1-10, this whole sub-district is going to have to find a way to slow down him. Number 15 is, obviously the 6'4 junior is where this offense goes through 100%. That is the point, option number 1 and number 2 offensively if the Irish can get it to him. That's the challenge. He had 4 straight double-figure games going into the Paxton game. He had 17 points and 4 rebounds in that game, but he did hit an outside shot. He hit a 3, his 4th of the year. So, boy, if he can do that, look out. St. Pat's, again, number 1 right now in D1 Power Points. They're guaranteed locked in a wild card for district final. You don't get the wild card for state anymore. Now it's for a district final. That's already locked up. In fact, I think there's a pretty good chance they would be the number 1 seed even if they lost tonight into a district final, which would be early next week. Probably. I don't know that's a guarantee, but I think they're guaranteed either the number 1 or 2 spot. But obviously, as all 4 coaches tonight would tell you, you don't want to go into a district final on a loss, certainly in the sub-semi. And so that's the challenge here for St. Pat's. For South Loup, the Bobcats come in 18-4 on the year. They actually opened the year 1-1. They're lost to Amherst in the second game of the year. But then they won 13-14 with their only loss to Hershey. They beat Mullen in the MNAC title at the tail end of that 13 out of 14, but then they lost to them the next game in the regular season. They also lost to SEM on Friday by 13 to close out the regular season, but got back in their winning ways against Overton on last night. They beat them 67-43, and I think for them it was good to see a blowout win. 15-6 after the first. They led by 17.5. They had 4 in double figures. It was a good win after a tough loss to SEM last Friday by 13. Their best wins, probably that MNAC title over Mullen, 16-14 there. Then lost to the next game by 7, but they beat them by 11. They beat Sandhill Sedford twice. They beat Bertrand by 17. Otherwise, the rest are all sub-500 teams this year. You look at their losses, 21-1 Amherst. Hershey by 8. That one obviously stands out, although at that time Hershey was playing their best ball of the year. Lost to Mullen and again SEM. Cash Gracie leads the way. The 6'3 junior actually leads the entire sub, 20 points per game. He's a really athletic 6'3 junior who could get a lot of buckets for this group. He had 15 last night. Trey Connell, though, the 5'9 junior, might be the best point guard. 12 points, 7 assists per game. He is a terrific guard. Leads the team with 26 threes. And then you'll have a bunch of guys that average between 4 and 5 points per game. It's a deep team, but really a lot goes through those two. St. Pat's played South Loup in this game a year ago in the D1-10 sub-semis. St. Pat's won that one 72-27. They ended the year 10-12. Actually, their win against Overton last night, their first sub-district win since 2019. And that game a year ago against St. Pat's was the first meeting against St. Pat's, I think, ever between these two schools on the boys' side. I couldn't find a meeting, and so this will be another good one here today. Take a time out. We'll come back and get you set up. Starting lineups from the D1-10 sub-semis after this.
Putting your family first.
At Phelps Family Dentistry, we always go the extra mile for our patients. Whether it's helping them conquer their dental anxiety or helping them achieve the smile they've always dreamed of, our team strives to make sure every patient feels like family. Call 534-4040 to schedule your appointment or visit us on the web at phelpsdds.com. We would like to also wish St. Pat's Irish good luck this sports season.
Putting your family first.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhill State Bank, member FDIC.
Used to be an old drive-through. Stop in now, get something new. Joe and Gretchen will show you the lot. With our used cars, the fun won't stop. The prices are right, the mileage is low. It's a no-pressure sale. Come find your dream set of wheels at Swift Auto Center, where customers send their family and friends.
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams & Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532-2044.
When injury or trouble finds you, what do you look for in a lawyer? How about someone with over 30 years experience handling civil lawsuits and criminal cases right here in western Nebraska? How about someone who doesn't charge you for every stamp and envelope or bill you for every fraction of an hour spent working on your case? How about someone who will actually talk with you and meet with you about your case? You can have all that by calling me, Marty Trushinsky, at 534-4837.
Welcome back on Husker Radio's KODY, 1240 AM, 106.1 FM. We're online at huskerradio.com for live video. Let's get your starting lineups for the St. Pat's Irish and South Loup Bobcats. The away team, South Loup, number 4 seeded, 18-4. Trey Connell, 5'9", junior, averages 12.7 assists a game. Cash Gracie, the 6'3", junior, he's up to 20 points per game this year. Lance Jones, the 6' senior, he's averaging 4 points per game. Silas Kuhl, a 5'7" senior, and Joseph Salek, a 6'2", junior. Coach Jeff Cole, 24th year, 13th with the co-op between Arnold and South Loup. For St. Pat's at 20-2, same lineup pretty much all year. Andrew Brocious, 6' senior, 7 points per game, a team high, 44 threes. Zarek Branch, the 5'11" senior, had a double-double against Hershey in the second to last game of the year, 12 against Paxton on Friday. Brecken Erickson, the 6'4" junior, now averaging 17 and 9 per game. He had 21 and 7 against South Loup a year ago. Sam Trushinsky, the 6' junior, at 7 points per game and 5 assists. And Will Motes, the 6'1" senior, who's at 10 points per game. Bill O'Malley's in his 12th year. He's got 228 wins in that time at North Platte St. Pat's. Glad you're with us on Husker Radio, and we welcome in our viewers at huskerradio.com, wherever you might be, maybe in Arnold, maybe in Callaway. We also welcome in Harmon Johnson to the broadcast here. A Sutherland senior here is going on to do some broadcast journalism next year. Helped us at the SPVA tournament. Good evening.
Good evening, Tanner. It's great to be back watching some basketball.
Should be fun here. St. Pat's in the home whites, South Loup in the road blacks. Brecken Erickson on the right, Cash Gracie on the left. Again, not a lot of familiarity between these two teams. That last year's meeting was the only meeting I could find between these two schools. St. Pat's won that one. It's the same exact game. The sub-semis here from McGann again. Almost a repeat. The tip is won by South Loup. Goes into the St. Pat's backcourt, but catching it first was Silas Kuhl, and the Bobcats start against the Irish man-to-man defense and work up top to Lance Jones, guarded by Sam Trushinsky. Now it comes right corner in the hands of Trey Connell. He'll skip out front. High at the left for three is up, no good. Zarek Branch skies inside for the first to board. That miss from Lance Jones. Irish quickly into the front court here with Andrew Brocious. Again, you'll see that 1-3-1 with Gracie at the top of it, and he's tall at 6'3". He'll pose some challenges here. You got to be careful with your throws. Branch looking in for the high post from Motes. It's tipped. He gets it, though, into the right corner. Now Brocious, a right wing three, is up and rattled out. Rebound on the baseline to South Loup. They're turning and running. Connell into the front court. Connell on the right side will drive, float a shot over the defender, misses it. Rebound into the hands of South Loup. Put back up and in. That was Lance Jones. 4 points per game, gets the first two of the game for South Loup, and they start with a 2-0 lead. We're a minute into our opening quarter. And a little press here, but Trushinsky breaks it. Left side to Erickson. Erickson passes right into the hands of Gracie, who got a touch on it. Irish start with a turnover, and South Loup with a 2-0 lead and the ball. South Loup working right wing. Connell on the dribble drive on Motes. Got it poked away from behind, but into the hands of Gracie. Gracie will kick actually into the hands of, I think that's Crew Watoon actually who got the start today. Now it's a Gracie three, right wing, doesn't go, and the rebound hauled in by St. Pat's. Both teams one and done here so far early on. 2-0 Sandhills South Loup with the lead. 2-zip entry pass in. Brecken Erickson trying to save it, throws it back into the hands of Connell, and 2 turnovers by the Irish in the first 90 seconds. Connell quickly pushes the tempo against Will Motes. Boy, that's a fun battle there between junior and senior. And Will try to poke it away. Almost did. Connell keeps possession. He crosses over, drives in right side, got help defender. Misses it, but he's bumped down to the ground. He'll draw free throws. He got around Motes that time, and Connell will get 2 free throws off the Andrew Brocious help defense foul. And that'll be the first foul of the game charged to St. Pat's. And we'll have our first sub of the game after our first free throw here from Trey Connell, the 5'9" junior. This is a good free throw shooting team, namely the top bar. Connell himself, 74% coming into this tournament. And he'll get 2 here, and the first one puts it up and in. It's 3-0, South Loup with the early lead. Well, I was told that Joseph Salek was going to start. He did not. 6'2" junior comes off the bench now for Crew Watoon. So Salek comes right back in. Those two almost interchangeable statistically this year. 3-0, South Loup with the lead. 6:09 opening quarter. And the second free throw here from Connell, who had 7 against St. Pat's in that sub-final. Misses that one, and Zarek Branch has the rebound. Pass across the timeline and overthrown by Brocious. 3 turnovers here from St. Pat's.
A little bit of an uncharacteristic start for St. Pat's. 3 quick turnovers in under 2 minutes.
That time tried to break the press with a high pass, skied it over Trushinsky, and now the Irish put on a little press. South Loup gets into the hands of Cool, now back into the hands of Connell, and Connell clearing out, and he says, well, I'll handle moving it across the timeline against Will Moats, and he does, and now we'll set up the offense. That's kind of the first challenge. He gets a screen left. Moats able to fight through it. Now he drives with his left hand, hands off on the wing, little wheel offense, hands off to Gracie. He'll attack into the lane. Shot over Erickson, missed, but an offensive rebound to Salek. Put back up, no, that's Jones rather. Misses it, and Erickson with a rebound on the second time. And now quickly in transition, Irish trailing 3-0 here. 5:30, backdoor pass right into the hands of South Loup. Now it's on the floor, picked up by South Loup for turnover. Connell into the front court, up 3-0, 5:20 opening quarter. Baseline drives cut off. He'll find a teammate in the lane. Wright Jones on the right side, shot blocked by Erickson. He can't grab the rebound though. Now Connell's going to get a 3 out of it. Missed. Rebound to Zarek Branch, already his 3rd of the day. He'll one-hand it into the front court to Trushinsky, but overthrow him. And the Irish have started with 5 turnovers in the first 2 minutes and 53 seconds. And it's going to prompt the Coach O'Malley turn timeout. We'll take it to 5:07, quarter 1. South Loup 3, St. Pat 0 on Husker Radio.
Convenient access, quality service, community focused. This is Pathology Services with North Platte. When it comes to medical testing, it's important to find a company you can trust. Serving the area for more than 55 years, Pathology Services is your trusted source for quality, accessible, and affordable laboratory testing. You can count on us to get your laboratory test results to you and your doctors as quickly as possible. Pathology Services, the name you know, the results you trust.
Welcome back here. That timeout brought to you by Mid-Plains Community College. No matter where you're going, Mid-Plains can take you there with 6 individual campuses. Mid-Plains Community College is your next home. Check them out at mpcc.edu. Tough start for the top-seeded Irish. 5 turnovers in not even 3 minutes. It's a South Loup 3-0 lead. Connell works the right side against Moats. Little bumping going on. Got around him this time. Drives, kicks, left wing to Jones, not shooting. Comes up top into the hands of Gracie, team's leading scorer, guarded by Branch here. Drives inside the free throw line, will take a contested shot, misses it. Brocious on the rebound. It's a pretty good contest defense there from Zarek Branch. Brocious across the timeline, Trushinsky, down low to Erickson, works the right block, reverses under, and a reverse layup up and in. And that is the challenge for St. Pat's. If they can get it into 15, they've got a huge advantage inside.
Especially playing in his own defense, South Loop's going to have to really work to keep Erickson off the glass.
Here's Moats taking it away from Connell, first turnover. Erickson in transition, right side, almost got it stripped away. He keeps possession. That's the first turnover by South Loop with 4:20 to go in the opening quarter, a 3-2 Bobcat lead. Branch left corner to hands to Moats. Back out high left. Coach wants to swing it right, and he will to Erickson. He'll go to the high post to Trushinsky. Back in. Beautiful play to Erickson. Reverse layup on the left side. Up and in. What a beautiful play drawn up. I guarantee you Coach O'Malley loves that one.
That's a Swift Auto Center Play of the Game nominee.
And the Irish take the lead for the first time with 3:55 to go in the opening quarter on that beautiful dime from Trushinsky. He averages 5 a game. Connell works the right side into the right corner. Baseline drive, got it underneath, throws it out to the wing. Jones open 3 for South Loop. Missed. Rebound tipped into the right corner, and it's picked up by Zarek Branch, already his 4th of the day. St. Pat's with a 1-point lead, 4-3. Trushinsky to Moats right wing. Back to Trushinsky. Top of the key, long 2. It's dropped. Sam Trushinsky first bucket, and St. Pat's is on a 6-0 run. 3:26 opening quarter on our scoreboard. Brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Learn more at nppd.com. Connell working against Moats. Into the right-hand sideline. Hands off into the hands of Cool. Cool picks up his dribble. Backdoor pass. Got Connell leaked underneath and beat Moats. Great play and a great find from Cool to Connell. And it's 6-5.
What a great back cut. Getting his defender out in front.
Here's Trushinsky across the timeline, up 1 to Erickson, left side. He'll attack into the lane, runs over defender, throws it up. A lot of contact, no call. And as the rebound comes down, Branch gets held. And Zarek will get credit for his 5th rebound already. And the first foul of the game on South Loop will be charged to Lance Jones. And you can already see physicality in this game.
Definitely going to be a physical matchup here as South Loop subs in a couple players.
Connor Paulson, 5'7" freshman. There's some freshmen on this group that comes in. He's one of them. The other one that came in, not sure who it was. I think it was actually Watoon who came back into the game. Branch on an inbound shot missed, and a rebound underneath, and a foul on South Loop underneath as Erickson got a rebound on the backside. Those are plays that I know Coach O'Malley loves because those are short shots out of an out-of-bounds play. But then it's also a great opportunity for Erickson to get a rebound. Here's Harper Johnson, 5'8" sophomore, checking in, and St. Pat's brings Seth Engler in, the 6'3" senior.
2 quick fouls on Lance Jones has brought him out of the game early.
Inbound to Erickson in traffic, got stripped on the way up and hacked on the way up, and South Loup has picked up 3 really quick fouls. Oh, and can't be on Jones, though. He came out. It's Connor Paulson who just checked in, his first. 2:51 opening quarter, and we'll have free throws here for St. Pat's. They lead 6-5, and again, boy, this is a 1-4 matchup, but it's not a 1-4 matchup. In and out on the free throws, Brecken Erickson, 63% on the year to lead the team. Hey, Jessica Braithwaite Photography wishes the Irish the best of luck this season. Jessica is both contemporary and timeless when illustrating your life. When it comes time to capture your moments, reach out to JBP on Facebook or at JessicaBraithwaitePhotography.com. Second free throw in, 7-5. South Loup down 2. And you see Connell really push the tempo into the front court. Cash Gracie gets it. He'll hand it right back off to Connell, who will start to run the offense against the man-to-man defense. Watoon will set a high screen for Connell. Comes left side into the hands of Harper Johnson. Back to Connell. With the personnel on the court right now, you got to think Connell and Gracie shooting this shot. Here's Connell on an isolation drive, and he gets a foul. Got around his defender and able to pick up a body foul on Will Moats.
Irish help side defense just not getting there quick enough.
Check that. It was the help defense. It was Seth Engler, his first, team second. Clock stops with 2:27 to go in the opening quarter, and it'll be Connell back to the line where he's already 1 for 2. He's got 3 points. 11 last night against Overton in the big win for the junior. He's had a great year at the line and swishes that one to make it 4-point Irish lead.
Great start for Andrew, getting hot early.
4 on Friday against Paxton. That's a big key in that game. Connell left side attacking, got in the lane, shot blocked on the help defense. Erickson grabs the ball. That was a really good drive. He got around Moats, but the help defense better. And there the Irish almost throw it away. No, they do. That was a great effort by Branch to try to save it, but Brocious overthrew him, and that'll be the 6th turnover on St. Pat's. Here's Sam Trzynski into the game. And how about Logan Winder? A little note on him. He hurt his neck just this morning, actually. And as of Coach O'Malley talking to him 20 minutes before game time, he was not going to play. Got a late little bit of PT there and was able to get it worked out enough to be able to play. And so he checks in, and we've got a stoppage here with the officials at the scorer's table. Oh, we had a bloody nose. It looks like Paulson had to come out. Connor Paulson, who might have some blood on the court. Minute 46 opening quarter. So for Logan Winder, that's 6 points a game off the bench, and it's one of those injuries that you're probably not going to re-injure it. And so you know if it's loose right now, he's probably good to go. I'm curious to see if later in the game it becomes less loose and tightens back up. But
it'll be interesting to see how, as the game goes on, Winder gets into the feel of the game. And I think what happened with Paulson here is on the effort by Branch, he kind of got hit in the face with Zarek diving out of bounds, and so it caused his nose to start bleeding a little bit, but blood's cleaned up off the floor, and training staff is attending to him, so we're ready to play basketball again.
South Loup will get the inbound off the St. Pat's turnover, and Winder immediately picks up the team's leading scorer, Cash Gracie, the 6'3 junior who has not scored a game yet. And he works the left side. Gracie look at a dribble drive. And shook his defender, will turn and shoot now with a hook and put it up and in. Winder fell down. And Gracie makes it 10-8 just like that. And the Irish went over the line on the inbound, their 7th turnover of the game. The Irish really struggling right now. Just maybe some nerves here because those are uncharacteristic turnovers.
I wonder.
Inbounding in line left will be Connell. Looks, throws it out to the wing, and Gracie comes up with it, guarded by Brecken Erickson now. Works the left side against 15. Behind his back, doesn't go anywhere. Minute 20 to go. He'll reconnect with Connell. Connell out front. High right, he'll start to dribble drive into the lane. Stops, shoots a contested shot, blocked. It's out to the hands of Gracie, though. Nobody grabbed it. It was a great defensive play, but Gracie able to grab it. Now he'll work on Erickson. Stopped at the free throw line, draws help, shoots a contested shot, missed, and the rebound poked into the hand of Andrew Brocious. That was 2 really good defensive plays on the 2 best players for the Bobcats. Trzynski, high left, finds Winder in the lane with a layup up and rims in. Logan Winder with a big bucket. That's a heck of a find from Tramp Trzynski, who was really in trouble way out on the wing. Got everybody to come out to the right wing and then found Winder in the lane. His neck looked fine there.
It's a great pass and a great finish through contact.
40 seconds to go in the first. 12-8. St. Pat's with the lead. South Loup ball. It's Gracie, high left. Looking to get an open 3. He'll pop one at the top of the key. Puts it up and in. Cash Gracie is 24th of the year. And he pulls the Bobcats back within 1 with 27 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Trzynski quickly into the front court. Steps through and travels. Took an extra step. And Zarek Branch will check back in. And Irish, again, 8 turnovers. They only average about 12 a game. And Again, that one was a little unforced there, and Branch checks in for Moats. With 22 seconds to go in the opening quarter, Branch will pick up Connell here. 12-11, South Loup trying to regain the lead after they started with the lead. Comes into the hands of Cool. We'll pick it up in the backcourt and get it back to Connell. We'll bring it across the timeline here with 15 seconds to work with. Branch picks him up. Connell works right side with 12. Hands off on the wing. That's Cool. Cool back to Connell right corner. 9 seconds. Connell baseline drive. Got around him. Reverses under. Shot blocked. Fouled. And he'll go to the line with 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. That'll be the third foul on North Platte St. Pat's and the first on Brecken Erickson. And if you thought South Loup was going to be the 4 seed to lay over and die to the top seed, not at all. This team came to play. An 18-4 record doesn't lie. And Trey Connell's got a chance to tie the lead here and maybe take the lead with 5 seconds to go in the first. And he'll miss the first free throw short. He's already shot 5 of them in this game. Our coverage brought to you apart by Dave's Place. Next time you're hungry, head to Dave's Place for North Platte for the best homemade pizza and wings. Dine in, carry out, DoorDash even available, and online ordering available. It's Dave's Place in North Platte. Second free throw here from Connell to try to tie it at 12, and he will miss it short. Rebound to Brecken Erickson with 4. Trushinsky with 2. Trushinsky to half court will step through the defense, throw it too hard, and that'll end our first quarter of play. It'll be St. Pat's with a 12-11 lead at the end of 1 here in the D1-10 Sub-District Semis. Come on back for the second quarter next on Husker Radio.
Fixing that old fallen down fence, or maybe you're just ready to replace the one you have. Lazy TS Custom Fencing in North Platte is here to help. I'm Travis Cooley, the owner of Lazy TS Custom Fencing, and I specialize in all fencing needs, from barbed wire in the sandhills to the backyard fence in town. I also offer tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Call today for a free estimate, 308-539-9579. Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
Start of the second quarter, a 12-11 lead for North Platte St. Pat's. They go down low to Brecken Erickson. He works in traffic, kicks right wing. Brocious will try it open 3, and he drops his second of the game. 6 points for Andrew Brocious, pushes the lead back to 4 for St. Pat's, who turned it over 8 times to only 1 for South Loup, and yet led most of that first quarter. Connell driving into the lane. Good find underneath. Layup missed, but a foul. That was a good ball fake by Joseph Salek. He got Erickson in the hair, and he picks up his second foul. He played almost a perfect first quarter, picked up one with 5 seconds to go, and now 26 seconds to go in the into the second quarter. Picks up his second, and he'll have to go to the bench. Salek puts the first free throw up and in. Joseph Salek came off the bench today, and the 6'2 junior drills that free throw to make it 15-12, and that's a big, big second foul. Seth Engler checks in for the team's leading scorer, and really good find from Connell and a really good ball fake from Joseph Salek, the junior. Second free throw for him, butter. 53% on the year, drills both of those, and the Bobcats back within 2. Trushinsky in the backcourt with pressure here, that zone press. Back to Brocious right side. He'll attack left side and get across the timeline into the hands of Zarek Branch. Now without Brecken Erickson inside, it changes the inside game here a little bit. Skip pass near side for Trushinsky. Fakes left, goes back door, good find. Will Moats layup up and in. Whoa, out wide open, and boy, Sam Trell's got some really good assists so far in this game.
Whoa, that's a Swift Arrow Center Play the Game nominee.
And now South Loup down 4 with 7:04 to go here in the opening quarter with the ball. They slow it back up. They really push tempo to get it across the timeline and then slow it up. Connell drives in, steps through 2 defenders, misses the layup. Offensive rebound though to Salek, put back up and in! Joseph Salek with a big play for the Bobcats, and he's playing well, and he gets the and one there as he beat the defender and put it up and in, and now Seth Engler picked up his second, and so Brecken Erickson's checking right back in. 17-15, and how about Joseph Salek? 4 points off the bench, all in a row here. to make it a 2-point game, 17-15. And a free throw for the juniors, already 2 for 2. And this one is up and in. And it's a 1-point game. Irish get it to Branch in the backcourt across the timeline right to left. He dribbles, almost lost it, finds Brocious. And they'll skip it right side for Trushinsky. He'll attack, backdoor pass, finds Erickson. Got his defender in the air, and one on the other end. He got Salek just enough to hop into his body, and Brecken does such a good job of body control there. He went right into 35 and drew the foul, and he got the N1 on the other end. That'll be Salek's first foul, team fourth with 6:41 to go in the second. And Erickson, 7 points, will miss the free throw and keep the lead at 19-16 Irish.
Both teams playing really physical right now, and it's showing in the fouls and in just the basketball in general. It's been a great physical matchup so far.
Connell, boy, he's fun to watch. Quick off the ball. He'll hand it off to Gracie, top of the key. Gracie will fake the handoff, come into the left corner, guarded by Branch, comes out high left, back into the hands of Connell. A lot of the offense comes on the dribble drive at number 2. Here he bounce passes into the right corner to Cool. Cool comes up top, dangerous pass, but it's caught by Salek. Left side Jones, now back to Gracie. He'll reset with Connell again. Connell, screen left, it's a wide open 3. This one up, no. Rebound, Trushinsky able to go up high and grab that one. Another pretty good look, though, for Trey Connell, who shoots 30% from downtown. Irish overthrow Branch. He saves it on the sideline. Finds Moats. Now Trushinsky. Stops at the free throw line. Goes Branch right side. He'll attack into the lane. Contact, miss. Put back, yes! Zarek Branch, 7th rebound, and the Irish lead by 5. Their largest, and a great follow-up there by Branch off his own miss. And now Connell going to get called for a charge. One side loves it, the other side hates it. There was certainly a collision there between Moats and Connell got called for the charge, team 5th. I don't know, that's a tough call for Trey certainly, and now Coach Cole's going to take a timeout. We'll take it too. 5:39 second quarter, 21-16, St. Pat's by 5 with the ball. Back after this on Husker Radio.
Faith, excellence, and service are at the heart of all that we do at North Platte Catholic Schools. I'm Enrollment Director Gwen Covey, inviting you to join us at Little Leprechaun Preschool, McDade Elementary, and St. Pat's High School. Our students enjoy small class sizes, a challenging curriculum, and the unique opportunity to grow in faith. Now is the time to experience the difference a Catholic education can make. Call 532-1874 and schedule a tour today.
Just like the athletes on the field, quarter track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed. When the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down, call Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmeyer Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-5848. Here's a 5-point lead for St. Pat's with the ball, 21-16, 5.5 to go, second quarter. Ball in the left corner, Andrew Brocious. He'll take the 3, misses it short. Rebound, Connell on the baseline. Brocious 2 for 4, quickly into the front court to Gracie. Gracie attacking on Trushinsky, floats a shot up and in. Gracie with 7, and I got to get back, 21-18. South Loup back within 3 on a easy bucket there. 1-3-1 zone defense. Erickson in the right corner. Comes high right to Brocious. That high post has really been a catalyst to break this. Moats left side will attack. Find Trushinsky there. He'll go inside and throw it right into the hands of Connell. 9th turnover on the Irish. Connell into the front court now. Slowed up by Branch, and that pass goes off the hand of Salek, picked up by Erickson into the front court. Erickson attacking, passing left. Moats back to Erickson, layup up and in. Little 2-man game there. Erickson with 9, and the Irish push the lead back 23-18. Gracie leaks out again underneath in the lane. He'll put up a shot off the glass, misses it though, and Branch grabs the rebound. And there's a kick ball by South Loup in the backcourt. 4:41 opening half here, 23-18, and here's Sutton Tickle into the game for the first time. 6'1 freshman, and checking in, Crew Wittoon, 6'1 freshman for South Loup. Big moments for those two. 4:41 second quarter here. Logan Winder, by the way, he's getting his neck worked on right now in the breaks, and so I think he just told Coach Brendan Lyons he's good to go to come back into this game. 4:30 second quarter, St. Pat's by 5 with the ball. Branch right side, right corner to Erickson. Bullies his way in and off the glass. Just absolutely balled in. He's got 11, and it's a 7-point lead for the Irish, and that is the difference a year ago when these two teams played. So far, it's a difference in this one. 4:17 second quarter, Trey Connell. Gosh, he's got good speed. Not many have beaten Will Moats to the rack, and he has a couple times today. Ball comes up top into the hands of Wittoon. He'll get it left side into the hands of Lance Jones. Corner to Connell. Connell gets a pick from Gracie. Little two-man game here. Connell driving in, stops in the lane. Might have shuffled his feet, got away with it. Left corner, Gracie gets an open look off the no-look pass, misses it. Backside rebound into the hands of South Loup. Now a charge called.
I think Lance Jones ducked his shoulder, shoved his arm into Andrew Brocious.
And that's going to be his third. It's a big one. His third, team sixth, with 3:51 to go in the second quarter. That one, I'd say a little bit more than the first charge that was called. That one, he looked like he probably, and I think that's why the Bobcat fans are so upset, because that first one they felt like probably wasn't one. Here's St. Pat's up 7 with the ball. Right corner, it comes to Erickson. Goes into the right elbow to Winder. Comes out front to Brocious. Left side, Moats. Moats into the left corner to Zarek Branch. 3:37 second quarter. His zone defense kind of slows the tempo up a little bit here. Dangerous pass. Erickson gets it back right wing. And here's Andrew Brocious. High left to Branch. He'll attack into the elbow. Kick right. Moats attacking into the lane. Throws up a contested shot. Misses it. Not a good look. And Connell with the backside rebound. He's fouled. Got a hand in there, which is Will Moats. And will pick up his first. That'll be team sixth with 3:17 to go in the second. I think Coach O'Malley said that's your first foul. 11 minutes into the game, or more than that, 13 minutes into the game for Will. He'd take that, the way he plays defense. Brecken Erickson going to get a break. Seth Engler back in. He's playing with 2 fouls. Both of those 2 posts are. And so Coach O'Malley says defensive substitution. If he can get him out, he probably will. 3:15 second quarter. 25-18 South Loup facing their largest deficit, but have the ball. And Connell gets called for a carry. Kind of hung it up on his left hip. And that'll be the 5th turnover of the game for the Bobcats. And that's a credit to Will Moats' defense right there.
Will applies a lot of pressure to the people handling the ball, and it's definitely been one of his strengths all year.
Erickson right back in on an offense for defense substitution pattern here. Erickson into the Branch either into the right corner, trapped, in some trouble, goes down low to Winder, tips it to himself. Backdoor pass to Moats, 15-footer on the baseline, doesn't go. Rebound, good box out inside by Crew Witoon, the freshman. Grabs a huge one with 2:49 to go in the second, because if he doesn't get that and Erickson does, it's a putback. Right corner, open but not shooting is Connor Paulson. And he'll reset it with Trey Connell, guarded by again Moats. 2:38 second quarter. He'll drive in, kicks it into the corner. Paulson open 3. Then it's in! Connor Paulson, he shoots 35%. Set up by Connell there. And the Bobcats back within 4 on their second 3.
Connell's such a dangerous player in that way that he's so strong that he can drive to the basket, but it opens up the perimeter so much.
Here's Branch right side. It's not a double dribble. He got knocked away, but there's a steal anyways by Gracie. Gracie into the front court. Gracie puts it up and in over Branch. Couldn't travel, couldn't foul, and Cash Gracie makes it a 2-point game, 25-23. Branch works the right sideline all the way into the lane, floats it off the glass, no. Erickson with the offensive rebound, put back up, no, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. 7th team foul, and that one will be charged to Dylan Pandorf, the 6'1 freshman who had just come in. And Erickson will get 2 free throws here, up 2 with 1:59 to go in the second quarter. Erickson's first is rims off. 1 of 4 at the foul line. He shot all the free throws for St. Pat's. Hey, if you're ready to build, Lee Davies Architecture can take you from design to done, including permits, bidding, and construction. A full-service commercial architecture firm, Lee Davies has 25 years in the industry. Call today to start building, 530-9138. That free throw missed. Both of them missed. And the rebound to Gracie. And South Loup on a 5-0 run's got a chance to tie or take the lead. Connell into the front court, stops, 10-footer. No, too hard. Rebound out long to Branch, who already has 9 in the game. Across the timeline, right corner to Moats. 1:40 to go, second quarter. Swung left quickly to Brocious. Left corner now, Zarek Branch. And he'll come out high left, Andrew Brocious again. Gracie at the top of this 1-3-1. Here's Trushinsky driving through. He'll lay it off the glass and in, working that high post. Just darted right through the middle of that 1-3-1.
High post definitely opens up the middle of the zone. Gave Sam a chance to really drive to the basket.
27-23, 1:20 to go, second quarter. Been a tight game here in the D1-10 sub-semifinal round. Connell out front, the 5'9 junior, guarded by Moats. Right side attacks, and he'll work into the right corner. Now getting it back is Paulson on the wing. 7 now. He'll attack back to Connell. He'll try a 3 right corner. That won't go. Rebound. Goes through the hands of, Erickson does pick it up. He's got 6 rebounds to go along with his 11 points. Irish by 4. Trushinsky into the front court. Left side, stops. Comes up top to Brocious. Open 3. Yes! His third of the game! Andrew Brocious, 3 of 5 from downtown. And the Irish are back out front by 7. What a big shot in the final minute of this first half.
That good performance at Paxton's really starting to carry over to this game.
Connell tacking into the short corner. Fender fell down, finds Gracie. He'll take the long 2 and put it up. No. Long rebound into the corner, saved by Paulson. He'll come right wing with 30 seconds to go. Now Pandorf will try the 3, misses that one. Erickson on the rebound. Might have been a quick shot there. With 25 seconds to play in the first half, Irish up 7 with the ball, their largest lead of the game. Moats, right corner, will come to the high post. Down low to Branch underneath. The Fender in the air, layup up and in! Branch has got 4, Irish by 9. 10 seconds to go in the half. 32-23, what a late close here by the Irish. And now Moat's going to pick up a foul in the backcourt that, boy, he can't afford to pick up there. Guarding Connell. That's a credit to Connell, too, who's initiated some contact, and he's going to go to the line with 5 seconds to go in the second on Moats' second foul. Harper Johnson checking back in for South Loup. Sutton Tickle, Seth Engler, and Thomas Gale all check in. Gale for the first time, 32-23. And Erickson, Moats, and Branch all come out. Probably not pick up their third fouls, although Branch doesn't have any. And it will be a 1-and-1 for Connell, who has 4 points today, but he is just 2 for 6 at the line. Big ones here for the junior. The front of the 1-and-1 is in there. He's got 5 now. He is 74%, we mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast in this game on the season. 5 seconds to go, 8-point lead. You got to think it's an Andrew Brocious shot here. He's the king for the Irish of last-second shots.
He's been hot, too, in this game.
3 threes in the game. If you're South Loup, you can't let one get open. Free throw is missed. Rebound, Seth Engler with 4 seconds. Finds Strashinsky, 2 seconds. He'll find Brocious in the front court. He'll baseline 2. Flow falling away is missed short. Good look, though. And that'll end our first half of play. It'll be St. Pat's 32, South Loup 24 at the halftime break here from the D1-10 Sub-District Tournament. What a good one we have for you here in this one. When we return, we'll have an edition of Irish Intermission. We'll talk with St. Pat's senior Kaylee Faust, and then we'll come back and get you halftime numbers at the end of this one. It's St. Pat's 32, South Loup 24 on Husker Radio.
Find your favorite beverages at Quick Stop with fountain machines with flavor fusion shots, alligator ice slushies, 8 varieties to choose from, gourmet 100% Arabica house blend, and exclusive Seattle Buzz coffee, and for real shakes and smoothies. Pick up your Quick Rewards card today and start saving. Members enjoy rollback prices at the pump every Tuesday and Thursday. Quick Stop with the lowest beer prices in town and happy hour twice daily, and we never close. Quick Stop with 27 locations open 24/7.
Hosting a get-together, event, or party? Use Occasions in North Platte, the area's event venue for gatherings of up to 55 people inside with a beautiful outdoor patio as well. Occasions is where you want your event held. Call Allison at 534-2533 or Mike at 227-2602 to book today. Parking your RV, boat, jet ski, or camper? Park it at MDN LLC Storage. Conveniently located at North Lake Road, MDN LLC Storage is safe and secure with gated pin-pad entry and security cameras monitoring 24/7. Call Faith at 532-1332 or Mike at 227-2602 to get your spot.
Whether you're at the worksite or on the trailhead, you need an ATV that goes above and beyond the expected with the power and performance to work harder, technology to make every obstacle easier, and a time-tested promise of quality and dependability. When duty calls, you need the 2022 Honda 4Trax lineup. Available now at Budke Power Sports under the big red roof right off I-80 North Platte. Then you'll learn how life is better on a Honda ATV. For riders 16 years old and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
We've got the power at Budke Power Sports.
Welcome back on Irish Intermission. We're talking with St. Pat's senior Kaylee Faust. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How's senior year?
Going good?
Is it going fast?
Yes, very fast.
Tell me all the things you're involved in.
I'm involved in cross country, the dance team, track, NHS, pro-life group, discipleship group, and I think that's it.
Very good. Kaylee Faust here with us. By the time this airs, state dance will be over. So we however that went is how it went. But what do you like about dance?
I like the team and just getting to know younger girls because I feel like we don't really get the chance to know younger girls that much if we're not involved with them. So I think that's a fun part of being with the team.
That's cool. What's state dance like?
It's kind of intimidating. I feel like we do sign up for it, but it's still, there's good competition, so I feel like it's like any other state competition. It's really intimidating.
I mean, you guys have had pretty good runs over the years. I know St. Pat's has done pretty well at state dance. So do you feel like when you guys walk in, it's like a little target on your back a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. I feel like we do hear other teams like talking about us and just like, oh, we have to beat them. And so there is definitely a target on our back.
There's the Lady Irish. There's the Strutters are in the building. Is there any of that? Like, I know it seems like dance teams kind of support each other. You're always cheering each other on when you're at regular games. Is there any of that, like, animosity or just really competitive spirit?
Yeah, there is a little bit. I remember last year we were behind the curtain getting ready to go out, and the team behind us was kind of giving us like looks and stuff, and so there's a little bit of it.
Girls will be girls.
Yes, definitely.
Talking with Kaylee Faust here with us. Obviously, then unless a team goes to state basketball, you probably don't get another chance to perform?
Nope.
Okay.
We don't.
And would you at state?
Yes,
okay.
We do.
I thought so, yeah. So cheering on the boys and girls to make it to state. Hopefully they can. That way you can perform again, because then it's pretty much it, right?
Yep.
All right. So state dance could be the last time. Is that a little bittersweet?
A little bit, but it's also exciting because, I don't know, dance is such a long season. It's like 9 months out of the year, so it's like exciting but also kind of sad at the same time.
Probably kind of like, okay, time to put that one to be done and be moving on now. So do you know how many days left for graduation?
90 some. I'm not sure.
All right. What do you want to do once you graduate?
I'm not really sure, but right now I'm looking at the University of Sioux Falls, UNO, and then we'll go from there. See.
Very good. Do you have any idea what you might want to major in?
Occupational therapy.
Oh, very good. Well, you got that figured out. Now you just got to figure out where you're going to go. I mean, so all about the same distance away from home, roughly?
Yeah.
All right, so far enough away, you get to be on your own, but close enough it's not too far to not be able. You can be able to come home.
Yes, definitely.
Kaylee Faust here with us, and are you ready to graduate?
Yes, I am ready to graduate. I'm excited to get out of this town and just start my own path, I guess.
I think that's a good thing for you. Well, congrats on senior year, and hey, best of luck the rest of the senior year and graduation, and next year wherever you might go, all right?
Thank you.
We'll have more halftime coming up after this.
Do you want to support North Platte Catholic Schools? Shop the Bargain Bin, a thrift store located at 421 East 3rd Street in North Platte, where proceeds go to benefit the North Platte Catholic Schools. The Bargain Bin is open Fridays and Saturdays 10 to 3 and sells everything from household items, crafts, clothing of all sizes, bedding, holiday decorations, antiques, and furniture. And your donations are accepted with drop-off Monday through Thursday 9 to noon and during open hours Friday and Saturday 10 to 3. Shop the Bargain Bin at 3rd and Walnut to help support North Platte Catholic Schools.
Now in our 20th year, the North Platte Bulletin remains committed to the principles we've had from the start. Independent news service, factual reporting, in-depth information about the city and this part of Nebraska, all presented at a handy price. We're not in for money, power, or prestige. We just love what we do, giving you the information you need to know and better understand this area and your community. So give us a call, find us on the web or Facebook. Subscriptions are just $38 a year, despite runaway inflation.
At Allo, we think you deserve the fiber things in life, like binging your favorite TV shows and movies buffer-free, next level, lag-free gaming, and video calls without frozen faces. So say goodbye to lag and buffering and hello to super fast fiber internet with dedicated 24/7 support for total peace of mind. Plus, no hidden fees, no expiration dates, and no contracts, ever. From dependable service to exceptional support, experience the fiber things with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/fiberthings.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
Welcome back here to the McGann Activity Center. We're at halftime of our boys sub-district semifinal game. St. Pat's leading South Loup 32-24 here at the break. Your halftime numbers brought to you by Cotton Signs, North Platte's only locally owned full-service sign company. Cotton Signs creates custom monument signs, pylon signs, commercial awnings, and they'll service your existing sign. Quality and knowledge since 1991. Visit them on the corner of 8th and Vine or at cottonsigns.com. St. Pat's 12-20 by quarter. They were at 32 in the half, led by Brecken Erickson with 11. He has 7 rebounds as well. Andrew Brocious, 9 points. He's 3 for 5 from downtown. 4 apiece from Branch and Trushinsky, 2 apiece from Moats and Winder. Irish 3 of 6 from downtown, 1 of 5 at the charity stripe. A total of 9 turnovers, though 8 in the first quarter, just 1 in the second. 7 fouls, and there's some trouble there. Erickson, Moats, and Engler all have 2. Led by as many as 9. That's what they lead by 8 here at the break, 32-24. Meanwhile, for South Loup, 11-13 by quarter, 24 in the half. Cash Gracie leads the way with 9. 5 for Connell, 3 for Connor Paulson, 5 for Joseph Salek off the bench. He's played well, and 2 from Lance Jones. Bobcats 2 of 6 from downtown, 6 of 11 at the charity stripe, 5 turnovers and 7 fouls. Lance Jones, the only one in foul trouble. He does have 3. Led by as many as 3, they trail by 8 at the break. 32-24, second half coming up from the D1-10 sub-semifinals after this.
This is Joanne Perlinger of Team Perlinger & Jet of Great Plains Realty in North Platte. Give us a call for all of your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling, we are here to help you with your next move. Make sure to check us out at teamperlingerandjet.com. As proud supporters of the St. Pat's Irish, we are excited to wish them the best of luck in their 2022-2023 school year activities. Go Irish!
Ollie, you need to clean up your fishing and hunting gear. It's everywhere.
I'm out of room. I don't have anywhere to put it.
Get some storage at Another Storage. They have sizes for everything.
I already have some there.
Well, get another. Another Storage, 532-1332.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
For a no-hassle quote, see local Shelter Insurance agents Pete Voles or Brent Rocco in North Platte today.
Start of the second half. South Loup starts with the ball, trailing 32-24. They work right to left on your radio dial, and Cash Gracie gets it. Free throw line extended left side. Comes up top, and now we'll hand off on the wing into the hands of Silas Cool. Back to Gracie. Little wheel offense here. Gracie works right side, comes into the hands of Lance Jones. Jones looks for cutters, comes back up top instead to Gracie. Screen left for him, goes baseline, that's cut off. Gracie attacking against Branch, good defense so far. Back up top and into the hands of Trey Connell for the first time. Right side to Cool. Cool will get it back to Connell, who really was the executor of the offense here in that first half. Lott went through him. He'll take a deep 3 left side over Moats and put it up and in. His 27th of the year. He's got 8 points. Big shot, and it pulls the Bobcats within 5. Shoots 30% from downtown. He was 0 for 1 is all prior to that. That one from downtown. Now a little trap game at midcourt. Trushinsky steps through it. Trushinsky needs help. Tries to throw through it, and it gets into the hands of Gracie. Turnover. And they'll slow it up. 32-27. A great start for the Bobcats this third quarter. A 3 and a turnover forced. Left side, Jones. And comes back up top to Gracie. Very patient first possession that ended in a 3. Gracie on the baseline not shooting. Comes out high right to Jones. Now to Connell. Swings left side for Cool. Cool looks in. Gracie floats through. They go instead up front to Connell. They're slowing this game down a little bit. Screen right for Connell. He'll drive on Moats. Doesn't want to get beat on the dribble drive, so he's playing off him a little bit. Left corner, it's Gracie. Baseline not open. He'll step into the corner, not shoot. Back up to Jones. Reset again with Connell. 6:20 third quarter, and the ball's been in the hands of South Loup this whole quarter. Gracie cuts through to the short corner right, out to the wing. Jones open 3. That's too hard. Rebound out long to Trushinsky. His outlet pass is tipped and stolen away into the hands of Connell. There was some contact there. Connell the other way drives, throws an acrobatic shot up, and gets free throws. He gets to the line for 2.
South Loup doing a great job controlling their own tempo this start of the second half.
And that foul will be to Zarek Branch, his first. Team first of the second half for the Irish. And Connell back to the line where he's lived today. Shot 8 in the first half, 3 for 8. But a 74% on the season. Went 1 for 2 right before half, and this one is a swoosh. He's got 9. for the Bobcats. 32-28 on our scoreboard, brought to you by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need us. Learn more at nppd.com. Second free throw from Connell, averaging 12 points per game. That's 7 against the Irish in that game a year ago in this sub-semifinal game. This is obviously a much tighter game. That free throw in and out for him. He's gone 1 of 2 on almost every trip. 32-28, Irish by 4. Across the timeline is Brocious, left side to Branch. First time they could set up the offense, 2 minutes in. Moats right side, works the short corner, kicks out. Brocious right wing 3 on the day, 4 on the day. 12 points for Andrew Brocious, and it's 35-28. Big time shot for the senior. He had 4 again on Friday, 4 more today. His best 2-game series of the year. Gracie will try to answer. His shot won't go. Erickson can't grab the rebound. It's out, tipped to midcourt, and Salek comes up with it for the Bobcats. Now Connell will get a 3 out of it, and he'll hit! What a big offensive rebound to end in a 3. It's 35-31. Big time shot by Connell. And now the Irish work the other end. Right side to Brocious with 5:19 third quarter. Comes left side into the hands of Will Moats, 35-31. Erickson in the left corner. Will skip near side for Branch. Goes up high and grabs it. Branch dribbling on the right wing. Comes back out front. Back to Branch on the wing. Corner it comes to Moats. He'll find Brocious high right. He'll come back left side. Left corner now. Erickson floats down low. Oh, they got it to him. They get it to him down low. He got underneath. Backdoor pass and a blocking foul, which is fortunate for South Loup. I mean, I wouldn't argue about that one because that was a layup, if not a foul, and it's Salek's just his second, so it's not a hugely cost one. Team first of the second half with 4:53 to go in the third. Irish will inbound on the far side. Sam Trushinsky to do the honors. Coach O'Malley loves these plays. Here, he'll find a Branch in the air, quick shot up, in and out. Oh, that just about dropped. That was there, though. 35-31. That's a high percentage shot for Zarek Branch.
Used all the real estate, but couldn't get it quite down.
Connell bounce passes right, comes up top into the hands here of Lance Jones. Right side, right corner. Connell, a couple threes in the quarter, tries another one. This one up and rattled in. Boy, what a quarter. He's already got 10 in the quarter, 15 in the game, and the Bobcats are within 1. Branch all the way coast to coast. Layup and an and 1 on the other end. Zarek Branch just beat everybody down the court for his 5th and 6 points. And now the foul, and now that last foul for Joseph Salek. I said at the time, didn't mean a whole lot. You couple it with one there, and it means a little bit more. It's his 3rd. He'll come out.
Quick turnaround, couple fouls there.
Connor Paulson back in. Crew Wattoon for South Loup, 37-34. That was a big answer there for Zarek Branch. Irish lead was down to 1. It was 7 just a moment before that. Branch's first free throw of the game is in, and he's got 7 points. He has been playing tremendous ball second half of this year. Senior has just dialed it up a whole nother level. 38-34, Connell across the timeline, bumped by Moats, no call, and they'll work the offense here. Connell, right side, starts to attack into the free throw line, stops there, takes a contested shot. That's a tough shot, missed it, but a long rebound into the hands of South Loup, and too many tipped rebounds here. Irish not able to grab, and South Loop's taking advantage of that out on the wing. Paulson comes out to the wing, tipped out by Moats. It'll remain South Loup ball. Hey, if you're ready to build, Lee Davies Architecture can take you from design to done, including permits, bidding, and construction. A full-service commercial architecture firm with consulting engineers. Lee Davies has 25 years in the industry. Call today to start building, 530-9138. Comes out to the high left wing. It's Paulson kicking out Connell, ball faking and driving. Back to Paulson, left corner 3 is up. No, rebound. Brecken Erickson inside. Gives him 9. He's all 1 away from a double-double. It was a good look, though, for Paulson in the corner. That was a great find from Connell again. Here's Moats, left side Trushinsky. 3:40 third quarter, St. Pat's by 4, 38-34 over the visiting South Loup Bobcats. Ball left and saved by Erickson. That was intended for Trushinsky. Now a driving kick and a timeout, Coach O'Malley. Saw that possession not really going anywhere. We'll take it, 3:31 to go in the third. St. Pat's 38, South Loup 34. Back to McGann after this.
Headed to the game or need a place to eat after? Then Dave's Place is the ultimate pregame, postgame hangout. With the freshest pizza and wings, it's a North Platte tradition. Plus a new specialty pizza every month.
Hey there, what about just watch the game? Don't forget the Huskers are always on at Dave's Place.
Dave's Place, where the conversations are fun and the pizza is amazing. Dine in, carry out, or DoorDash. Dave's Place, 1510 East 4th Street.
That timeout brought to you by Mid-Plains Community College. No matter where you're going, Mid-Plains can take you there with 6 individual campuses. Mid-Plains Community College is your next home. Check them out at mpcc.edu. 3:31, third quarter, 38-34. Harmon, you got a score update there from Hershey?
Hershey High School playing tonight in the C2-10 sub-district. Hershey is currently up on the Sandhills Valley Mavericks, 32-24, with 4:19 to go in the third.
Here's Trushinsky, handoff to Brocious, high right, and will dribble, bounce pass left into the hands of Zarek Branch. Branch skip pass right side, Brocious. Brocious right corner to Erickson. Out of the corner to Brocious, right wing, swings left side. Good ball movement, backdoor pass. Trushinsky airmails it for Erickson. That's a touchdown pass they connected on a bunch this year. That one too high for him.
Little bit too strong.
And a turnover. Too many of those for the Irish today. 12 of them, still with a lot of this game to play. Harper Johnson inbound, able to get into Connell, and when 2 gets it, he's going to bring it across the timeline himself. And not many have the confidence to do that against Moats, but he is awfully quick. Number 2 has been a tremendous player in this third quarter. 10 points, all of them coming from him. Right side, Paulson. Up top to Gracie, dribbles with his left. Gets a screen left, doesn't really use it. Works the wing, and will one-hand it into the right corner. Back up high top to Connell. He'll dribble, drive in, kick right corner. That's an open 3 for Harper Johnson. Missed badly. Backside rebound, Zarek Branch. He's got 10 rebounds. Into the front court. He'll attack all the way coast to coast. Lays it up. Missed. Rebound into the hands of Gracie. He lost it, and he's fouled as he came down with it. Got held, and I think it's going to be Erickson's third. It will be. So his third, team second with 2:36 to go in the third. It was a pretty high percentage shot there for Branch in transition. Couldn't get it to go, and now subs in. Silas Kuhl back in for the Bobcats. Engler will check in for Erickson, as I think Paulson had to come out. He's got a bloody nose again.
That's a big third foul for Brecken Erickson.
I was curious. He might sit for the final 2:36 of this third quarter. Wouldn't be surprised if he does. Here's Connell across the timeline, working near side, down 4. Guarded by Will Moats into the left corner here to Harper Johnson. Back up top to Connell. He'll clear out, say, let me work a little bit on the right side. He'll step back, get another open 3. Hits in and out there. Boy, that one just about dropped. I was ready to call it. Into the front court quickly is St. Pat's. Right, left side, and now they'll slow it up. Trushinsky, left side against this 1-3-1 zone. Bounce passes up top to Brocious, right side to Branch. Branch, right corner to Engler. Comes out of the corner to Trushinsky, right side, and he'll travel. Stuttered his feet, turns it over. 2 minutes, third quarter. St. Pat's up 38-34. Winder checking in, and Trushinsky checking out. Winder playing with that neck injury. He hasn't played a lot today, but he made an impact when he did, scoring 2 in the first quarter. 2 minutes now in the third quarter. South Loup down 4 with the ball again. They led early on by 3, have not led since. We have not had a tie in this game, believe it or not. Connell right side on Moats. Into the right corner. Little wheel offense. Hands off Gracie right side. He'll give it back to Connell. No, he goes into the corner and fakes it to him. Now Connell recollects it and works the offense. Driving right side into the lane. Kicks to Gracie. Open 3 for him in the corner. Up and in! Cash Gracie. It's a 2-man game right now. Gracie and South Loop's got 4 threes in the quarter, and they're back within 1, 38-37. 1:27 to go in the third. Branch left side, comes up top to Moats. Right side, Brocious trying to answer with his own 3. Short rebound out long to Gracie. And it's a Bobcat ball, down 1. They're looking for their first lead in quite some time. 38-37. Connell right side, attacking. Stops, kicks up top to Gracie. Will ball fake and drive all the way in. Floating shot off the glass and in. And South Loup takes the lead back by 1. 39-38, under a minute to play in the third. Timeout from Coach O'Malley. South Loup 39, St. Pat's 38. We'll take a timeout from the D1-10 subfinal after this.
North Platte welcomes Hilton True Wide's newest brand, True Hotel. You'll be greeted by their spacious lobby and friendly staff. Play a game of pool or relax on the patio by the fire pit with your favorite beverage from the well-stocked pantry, including wine and beer. Enjoy a state-of-the-art 55-inch television in your room and complimentary hot breakfast buffet. Earn and redeem Hilton's Honor Points. Book your True Guaranteed Best Rate at Hilton.com. The True by Hilton at exit 179 just off I-80 North Platte.
Putting your family first.
Are
Are you looking for the right dentist for you and your family? Phelps Family Dentistry has you covered. Dr. Lene Phelps and Dr. Kelly Hansen will make sure your family has the healthiest smile. Whether it's dental cleanings, fillings, same-day crowns, or total smile makeovers. Call our office at 534-4040 or visit us at phelpsdds.com to schedule your family's next dental appointment. And go Irish!
Putting your family first.
HG Management's ready to put their half a century of experience to work for you, whether it's farm and ranch management, ag appraisals, or ag real estate sales. See Kurt Pieper, Hank Nicely, or Justin Pieper at HG Management in North Platte. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Irish back with starters in there. Here's Branch at the free throw line. Branch drives in, floating shot, rolled in, and he'll give the lead back to the Irish. He's got 5 in the quarter, 9 in the game, and the lead flips back to the home team, 40-39. 38 seconds to go in the third. Connell across the timeline now will slow it up. Just took their first lead. It was short-lived, but they're within one with 30 seconds to go in the third, right where they want to be against the top seed. Connell working against Moats will hand off into the hands of Harper Johnson. South Loup played such a clean game. Just 5 turnovers in the game today. They have played really, really well so far. Connell left side against Will Moats. 15 seconds to work with. Crosses over, drives left side. Got his defender in the air. Floating shot for the lead. Rimmed off. Rebound Brecken Erickson with 10 seconds to go. And he's fouled. Undercut on the rebound. That'll be the third foul on South Loup. It'll be the first on Crew Watoon with 8.9 seconds to go. Erickson with that has 11 and 10, a double-double. His 10th of the year. Inbound comes with 9 seconds to work with. Back into the hand to Branch. Branch with 6 across the timeline. Trushinsky with 5. Trushinsky attacking into the lane with 2, with 1. Skips left corner. Brocious 3. Good if it goes. No, and that ends the first third quarter of play. It's a one-pointer from McGann. 40-39. Our fourth quarter's coming up from the D1-10 subfinal after this.
Sandhill State Bank is a bank for Sandhillers. Families, entrepreneurs, teachers, nonprofits, farmers, nurses, contractors, ranchers, stylists, artists, retailers, professionals, outfitters, restaurateurs, mechanics. It takes all of us to make the Sandhills prosper, and Sandhill State Bank is here to help. Open an account today at sandhillstate.com/open or visit one of our 10 locations across the Sandhills to start growing the Sandhills together. Sandhills State Bank, member FDIC.
Travel, assist, pick, score, and win. Basketball terms you'll hear during the game tonight and terms that apply to the purchase of your next vehicle at Swift Auto Center of North Platte. Travel to 821 East 4th. Gretchen and I will be happy to assist you with your buying experience. Pick a vehicle that is exactly right for you and your needs. Score when you purchase from us a vehicle you love at a price you love. You win next time you go to the game in your new vehicle. Come and see us. We are Swift Auto Center of North Platte and on the web, swiftautocenter.com.
When it comes time to honor the life of your loved one, it's all about the relationship. Adams and Swanson Funeral Home will help you celebrate that bond with assisting you and your family with all services, ceremonies, grief support, and pre-planning. Learn more by visiting adamswanson.com or by calling 532.
Start of the fourth quarter, St. Pat's with the ball and a 1-point lead, 40-39. Brocious right corner, out of the corner for the Irish in white. Couple lead changes in this game late there in the third quarter. Here's Branch driving in, got around his defender all the way in, he puts it in, and Zarek Branch has his second career double-double, 11 and 10. Quickly into the front court to Gracie. Gracie dribbles out to the wing. Connell one-handed it all the way from the backcourt, like three-quarter court. Found Gracie on a dime, but couldn't shoot it. 3-point lead here for St. Pat's. Connell screen left. He had 10 in the quarter, now 15 to lead all scores. Comes up top, comes right side to Gracie. It's really been a two-man game here in this second half. Gracie, top of the key, open three. Another good look. This one short, rebound, tipped around, out to the wing, and saved. Out by South Loup, though. Good hustle play, though, by Silas Kuhl. Almost able to grab it. And that was another good look for Cash Gracie, who's hit 2 threes today. South Loup, 4 of 9 in that third quarter, a reason why they're within 3.
3 balls definitely kept South Loup in this game.
Here's Moats, over the top pass for Erickson, comes down with it in traffic. Draws a double, goes up, throws it up in traffic, missed it. Rebound, saved by a Branch, out to Trushinsky. He'll attack, throw one up in the lane, no. Rebound, Brecken Erickson, and as he comes down with it, he's fouled. Boy, at some point you knew you were going to get a foul there. And that will be 11 rebounds now for both Branch and Erickson. That's second foul on Connell, team fourth. Underneath, Irish inbound, 6:55 to go in the fourth. 42-29. Trushinsky finds quick 3 passes. Erickson left side shot, no. Offensive rebound, Branch up, no, but he's fouled. Boy, I tell you what, Zarek Branch playing a game. That senior He is playing a game. He's got the rebounds to match his number now of 12, and that's the 4th foul on Joseph Salek. And right now, that's where the Irish are winning. They're rebounding a little bit better.
And he's played great defense, too, on arguably the best player on South Loop's team offensively.
Cash Gracie, and now 2 free throws here for Zarek Branch, 11 points, 12 rebounds. Man, what a game from him. Puts that one in. He's averaging 8 a game. He had a career high at that point of 8 against South Loop a year ago, and he has just elevated his game so much more, especially in the second half of this year. 20 and 10 against Hershey in this last home game of the regular season. Then he had 12 and 5 against Paxton, and now that free throw, 12 and 12 today. 43-39, second free throw up for Zarek Branch is in. And the senior's also 3 of 3 at the line, and it's back to a 5-point lead. It's a big 3-pointer there, or 2-pointer at least from Zarek Branch. Connell picked up in the backcourt, but he brings it across the mid-stripe against Will Moats, right side. And he'll hand off, go into the corner rather, and now come out to the wing. They'll skip past near side into the hands of Jones. Down low, cool, high pass, but he has it. And it comes back to Gracie out front. Gracie screen right. Gracie not open, good hedge defense. Fought off the 3 attempt. His shot doesn't go, rimmed off. Offensive rebound, put back doesn't go. Branch able to get the next one. 2 good looks though. South Loop down 5, Irish with the ball. Erickson, baseline 10-footer in transition, rolls around and drops in. His first points of the second half, 46-39, timeout Bobcats. 6:10 to go in the 4th. St. Pat's up 7 now. And we've got another full timeout. We're back to the D1-10 sub-semis after this.
This is Marty Trzcinski. I'm proud to help sponsor another year of sports for our St. Pat's Irish teams. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, I'd be glad to help you out. I've been handling civil lawsuits, criminal cases, and general legal matters here in North Platte for over 30 years. Like our Irish teams, I know how to win. Call me at 534-4837 or visit my website at troshlaw.com. Experience you need, results you want, and let's go Irish.
Convenient access, quality service, community focused. This is Pathology Services of North Platte. When it comes to medical testing, it's important to find a company you can trust. Serving the area for more than 55 years, Pathology Services is your trusted source for quality, accessible, and affordable laboratory testing. You can count on us to get your laboratory test results to you and your doctors as quickly as possible. Pathology Services, the name you know, the results you trust.
Viera Wireless in North Platte is your home for cell phone and internet needs, providing consistent, clear connections across Nebraska, including in rural areas. Viera is also the provider for connections today to make our broadcast possible. Check out Viera Wireless, 1320 South Cottonwood in North Platte. 46-39. Coach Cole takes it just his second time out. Settle this game down a little bit. Down 7 here. Connell across the timeline. Right side, attacking into the lane. Able to find Wattoon. His shot doesn't go. Erickson with the rebound. Might have been some contact, no call. Irish by 7 with the ball. Trzcinski at midcourt finds Brocious, left side now, and into the left corner to Moats. 5:50 to go in the 4th quarter. It comes up high left, back right side to Zarek Branch. 1-3-1 zone from the Bobcats here. Down low to Erickson, got underneath on inside, layup up and in. That's too easy. He's got 15 and got inside of Wattoon on the baseline, and then it was pretty much toast from there. It's back up to a 9-point lead. Boy, this was a 1-point lead for South Loop. This is an 11-0 run for the Irish. Gracie pull up 3 out front and trying to answer. Rims off, rebound, collision. It goes out off South Loop. It'll be St. Pat's ball. Bobcats pulling the trigger on some long balls. That one a pretty good look, though, again for Cash Gracie, who can certainly hit it. 5:25 to go. Irish quickly in transition. Find Branch. Branch cuts through. 2 defenders. Layup missed. Erickson rebound. Put back. Yes. And 1. And now becomes the game of Breck and Erickson inside. You're wearing teams out. They beat him down the court. And Wattoon picks up his second, team 6th. And it'll be a 1-1. Or actually an and 1, excuse me, as Wattoon will check out. Salek back in. At an 11-point lead for the Irish. It was 39-38 when South Loop took their first lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. Since the first quarter, Irish answered that right away, I believe, on a Branch shot. And now I've gone on what has turned into a 13-0 run.
You knew Brecken Erickson was going to get the ball and score eventually.
That free throw ugly. But as it drops, it doesn't really matter. It's a 12-point lead. Hit the back of the rim and fell in. 5:15 to go. That's a home rim for you there on your home court. The 12-point lead. How do the Bobcats answer? Connell got around with Moats. Fouled from behind. He tried to take it away from the backside. Sometimes Will does that where he gets beat, but he's pretty good about trying to sneak one from behind. That time couldn't. His third foul, team third. And it'll be Bobcat ball underneath, 5:07 to go in the fourth. 51-39. Connell left corner to Gracie. It's really going to be Gracie and Connell's game. Gracie drives and floats one. Just a tough shot. He's got 16. Pretty good drive on him, too, out of that out-of-bounds play.
He likes taking those tough shots to keep his team in the game.
Trushinsky down low, finds Moats open, right block, up and in. Senior has 4. Good find from Trushinsky, who's in some trouble at midcourt, got through the defense, and finds an open Moats. Connell driving, and a blocking foul called on St. Pat's, kind of riding the hip of Connell, and that's going to be Moats' 4th if it's on him.
It is.
And it'll be team 4th, so it's a good take by Connell, and now he'll check out Winder in. Imagine Winder's going to pick up Connell here. No, now they're going to switch Branch on him, and Trushinsky will guard Gracie with 4:43 to go. Inbound comes to the right corner to Gracie. Gracie dribbling, got around him, drives in all the way to the rack, help defense, fouls him. They get free throws. 4:38 to go, and now if you're South Loup, you might feel like you've got an advantage with whoever is Branch is not guarding, as that's the first foul on Logan Winder, team 5th, and it'll be Gracie to the line, who has 16 points, but his first trip to the charity stripe, 69% on the year, and he's money there, 53-42 with 4:38 to go. Second foul line shot here for just the junior, who had 41 in the MNAC quarters against Arthur County this year, averaging 20 a game. That free throw missed, and Branch goes up high and grabs another rebound, his 14th of the day, a career high for him. It's an 11-point lead. 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Branch right side, looks in, and dribbles, lost it. It's on the floor. Branch saves it, but throws it right into the hands of Gracie. Turnover into the front court. Gracie, left side, not shooting the three. He'll hold up. He'll skip out high right, guarded to Connell, and Branch will pick up number 2. 4:15 to go in the game. Connell on the dribble drive, in, kicks into the corner. Paulson, wide open three, short, rebound, Brecken Erickson, and that's a shot Irish are just going to have to live with and hope it doesn't go in. If you're South Loup, it's a great look. 4 minutes now to go, 53-42. At what point do the Irish start playing keep away and try to force the man-to-man defense? Over the top pass, not if that's going to be there. Erickson with a finish. Another dime from Trushinsky. Erickson 9 in the quarter, 20 in the game.
Erickson got his man posted high, and there was nothing between him and the rim.
Here's a Connell right side drive through 2. Layup on the other end. He's got 17. Number 2 right now unstoppable. 3:36 to go in the game, 11-point lead. But if you're South Loup, you can't afford to trade baskets at this point. Winder, left corner 3, too hard. Backside rebound, though, to Erickson. Put back, yes, and an and one. He got the inside positioning. And if you're Logan Winder, you're saying, well, that was a pass to my big guy inside. And Jones picks up the foul from behind. He certainly he was on the outside, and he swatted and couldn't get it. Moats will check back in for Winder. Jones will check out, who's just had a tough day. The senior, 4 fouls now. Back in is Harper Johnson, and it's 57-44. South Loup down 13, and Erickson with another free throw. This one rims off, and the rebound to South Loup. It's a 13-point lead, largest of the game, 3:20 to go. And across the timeline, Trum's Trey Connell, who's got a game-high 17 for the Bobcats. He'll work left side, trying to shake Branch, can't. Now he'll try a deep 3 over him, put it up, misses it. Baseline rebound to Brocious. And I think South Loup now are getting obviously a little 3 happy, and why wouldn't you? You're down 13. Here's Erickson in transition. No, but he's fouled from behind, and he'll get free throws. And Salek might add injury to insult because he goes down and he's in pain. Let's see if I'm not sure if he's the one that fouled or not. He is, and he's going to foul out with that. And he went down on his ankle. Now he pops up. He's going to walk off, but he feels frustrated. As now he'll check out. His day done with Toon back in. Salek 5 points in the second quarter, but then got in foul trouble and didn't get to play a whole lot of the rest of the second half. And now it's 2 free throws for Erickson, who is 2 for 7 is on the line. Rest on the first, and he drills that one. Big fourth quarter. Did not score in the third, mind you. He's got 12 in the fourth and now 23 in the game.
Like I was saying earlier, he was going to get the ball eventually. It was just what a great time for him to start scoring.
59-44 makes both free throws, lead push to 15. Bobcats need a bucket, down 3. Connell driving, Connell kicks, open 3, Paulson up, no. Cole, then rebound to Branch, and now the Bobcats can't buy a three. They got them all in the third. They couldn't get any here. Now Paulson takes a pass. It's tipped back again. He gets it back, and now he's going to be fouled as Branch goes for the steal. And it will be Zarek's second foul, team sixth off that turnover. With 2:44 to go, 59-44.
Looked almost like we were playing volleyball.
Yeah, right. You're right. Invisible net at three-quarter court. It was just, it was spikes back and forth or bumps back and forth. Bobcat ball, 2:44 to go. Down 15 here. Really can't have any empty possessions. They've hit 6 threes in this game. Nothing though in the fourth quarter. 0 for 5. Paulson or O'Connell driving right side, kicks into the corner. Paulson, another wide open look. This one's in. Shoots 35%. Quick timeout from Coach Cole. That has been there. I mean, that's going to be there if Connell drives the way he is. And with 2:31 to go, Bobcats within 12, 59-47. We'll take a timeout. We're back to the D1-10 sub-final after this.
Are you tired of fixing that old fallen down fence? Or maybe you're just ready to replace the one you have. Lazy TS Custom Fencing in North Platte is here to help. I'm Travis Cooley, the owner of Lazy TS Custom Fencing, and I specialize in all fencing needs, from barbed wire in the sandhills to the backyard fence in town. I also offer tank setting, snow removal, and any skid loader service required. Call today for a free estimate, 308-539-9579. Lazy TS Custom Fencing of North Platte.
Just like the athletes on the field, Quarter Track, your heating and cooling units work hard, and service on them is sometimes needed. When the air conditioning stops running cold or your furnace shuts down, call Langmai Heating and Cooling of North Platte for service or a new unit altogether. That's Langmai Heating and Cooling of North Platte, 534-5848. 12-point lead for the home team, St. Pat's, over South Loup. Irish will have to face full court pressure here from the Bobcats. But they're going to have to put somebody back because Will Moats is wide open right now. Wide open right now. They get it to Erickson. He's got Moats wide open in the front court, but he didn't see him. There was one defender guarding Erickson and Moats, but the Irish still got it in, and they bring it across the timeline with 2:24 to go. And now the Bobcats in a 1-3-1 zone. How long can this last? 12-point lead. Going to have to go man, I would think, at some point, and that's exactly what the Irish going to play keep away until they do. Left side comes up top. They did this against Paxton, and a beautiful, you'll see a diamond formation with the high post, and they'll just work it. And it comes up top to Moats. Left side, there's a foul by Connell. His third, team ninth, with 2:03 to go. And Moats will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, they don't have the advantage of several 1-and-1s. This will be the last one. And Moats, who's had a quiet day offensively, just 4 points, averaging 10 a game, will go to the line. The senior with a big 1-and-1. It's a 12-point lead. And he'll miss it. Rebound, though, to Brecken Erickson in the lane, and they'll bring it out. They'll get it to Branch, and they'll work clock with a minute 58. No, he'll drive and throw up a shot. Misses it. Erickson with another rebound, and he'll bring it out. Trushinsky will find Branch again in the lane. This time misses another layup, and the rebound is to South Loup, and a foul by Branch. Zarek missed 2 point-blank shots there, and probably in a situation Coach O'Malley just wants the ball. And now instead, Zarek picks up his third foul, and team seventh, and most importantly, it's a 1-and-1 the other way. So a missed 1-and-1, 2 offensive rebounds, but 2 shots back up, and then a foul. And that's about worst case for the Irish, best case for South Loup.
You like the offensive rebounds, but that might have been an opportunity where St. Pat's could have milked a little bit of this clock off.
Here's Connor Paulson. How about the freshman? 5'7" freshman with 6 points at the line for a 1-and-1, and he parries the free throw. 55% on the year. He's got 7 in the game, over his average of 5 a game. He had 10 against Overton last night. Makes it an 11-point game. Second free throw up for Connor Paulson. And buttered. Really, really soft touch. Rolls him in. Quick timeout from Coach Cole. 59-49. We'll take it. Minute 47 to go. Back after this.
Lincoln County Feed Yard reminds you, when it's time to eat Nebraska beef. Real food for real people. It's pro-America and pro-Nebraska. The Lincoln County Feed Yard is a proud supporter of the North Platte St. Patrick's Athletics. Eat beef tonight and go Irish.
A proven track record of success. It's what you expect, and that's what you get from Lindemeyer Law Office of North Platte. With more than 130 years of combined legal experience, the attorneys at Lindemeyer Law Office have handled it all with personalized and aggressive representation both in and out of the courtroom. Attorneys Robert Lindemeyer, Amanda Spikert, Kent Florum, Shantae Durham, and Kent Turnbull are ready. Having the right experience in court is critical. Call Lindemeyer Law Office at 308-534-6740 or visit flatrocklaw.com.
Jessica Braithwaite Photography wishes the Irish the best of luck this season. Jessica is both contemporary and timeless when illustrating your life. When it comes time to capture your moments, reach out to JBP on Facebook or at jessicabraithwaitephotography.com. Bobcats within 10. Irish got to get the ball inbounded. They'll look. They'll get it in. Coach O'Malley takes a timeout, though. His second to last, and he'll burn another one. We'll take it. Minute 47 on the clock. It's 59-49. Back after this.
Games, prizes, food, and fun for the whole family. Save the date and join us for a St. Pat's tradition at Irish Fest on February 26th. Enjoy a homemade meal, games and prizes for the kids, bake sale, silent auction, and amazing prizes up for grabs in the Irish Fest raffle. Check the North Platte Catholic Schools Facebook page for details and purchase all tickets at the door. It's Irish Fest, February 26th from 12 to 3 at St. Pat's High School. All proceeds support the North Platte Catholic Schools.
Find your favorite beverages at Quick Stop with fountain machines with flavor fusion shots, alligator ice slushies, 8 varieties to choose from, gourmet 100% Arabica house blend, and exclusive Seattle Buzz coffee. And for real shakes and smoothies. Pick up your Quick Rewards card today and start saving. Members enjoy rollback prices at the pump every Tuesday and Thursday. Quick Stop with the lowest beer prices in town and happy hour twice daily, and we never close. Quick Stop with 27 locations open 24/7.
A timeout brought to you by Mid-Plains Community College. No matter where you're going, Mid-Plains can take you there with 6 individual campuses. Mid-Plains Community College is your next home. Check them out at mpcc.edu. Minute 47 to go, 59-49. St. Pat's by 10. Got to get the ball inbounded here. They get it into Moats. Minute 47 in the backcourt. Moats able to find Erickson. He'll bring it across the timeline up 10. Minute 40 to go, and Connell will wrap him up for a foul. Now, that'll be Connell's 4th, so he certainly is going to have to remain in this game. Not foul next. That's the team 10th, though, so it's a 2 free throws from here on out. And the assistant coach for South Loup says, Trey, you got 4. Make sure you're not fouling next time. Erickson with a game-high 24, and the first free throw is rolled in and dropped in. He's got plenty of experience at the line today. That's his 10th free throw attempted. 6 of 10, 25 now in the game. And he rattles that one in. 2 big free throws from the junior. Back to a 12-point lead. Minute 39 to go. Connell across the timeline here for the Bobcats. Comes up top. He'll stop. Got around. Aarons drives in. Floats a shot. Short. Rebound tipped. Out long. Grabbed by, none other than guess who? Zarek Branch's 16th rebound. He'll find Erickson. Right corner to Moats. Minute 20. They'll play keep away. Trzynski holds, and he's fouled. And he'll get free throws. 2 more now. With a minute 20 to go, up 61-49. It's survive and advance time for both of these teams, and it's not even necessarily don't advance. Both of these teams, St. Pat's has a guaranteed district final wild card. South Loop's in a pretty decent spot as Trzynski puts that in. 62-49. South Loup, again, they need help, as you almost always do for a wild card, but it's help that, if a lot of the right teams win, the higher seeds win, you probably win. Missed free throw, Moats on the rebound. Irish going to get more free throws. Trzynski will be fouled again. Moats, his first free throw of the game, but a big one. And he'll go back to the line for 2.
South Loop's sitting 10th right now in D1 power points, so obviously not the greatest position for a true guaranteed wild card, but you never know. If the higher seeds win out, they may still play next week.
That's a free throw up and in for Sam Trzynski. You got 1, 2, and 3 in the sub, and then South Loup, as you mentioned, 10th. But yeah, and obviously 2 of them are going to come from this sub alone. You're kind of getting hurt by your own sub. Trzynski puts it in. 64-49, a minute 17 to go. Connell across the mid-stripe. He'll work right side, and a foul by Zarek Branch. And that's one of those fouls if you're Zarek, it's like, that's a tough call because that really has been not been called the entire game, a foul like that.
And it stops the clock and gives them a chance to shoot free throws.
It's his 4th teammate, so it's a 1-and-1. And Connell, who's got 17 to lead the Bobcats, him and Gracie both with 17, is a 1-and-1. He shot a bunch of free throws himself, and this one in. Makes it 64-50 with 1:13 to go. So you obviously are going to have 2 wild cards from this sub alone between St. Pat's, Maywood-Hayes Center, Elm Creek. Those are pretty much guaranteed. Well, they are at this point. Second free throw from Connell, down 13. He'll put it up and in. Coach Cole will take, he will take his last time out, and we will too. 1:13 to go in this one, 64-51. St. Pat's, the top seed by 13. Final break, back after this.
Hosting a get-together, event, or party? Use Occasions in North Platte, the area's event venue for gatherings of up to 55 people inside with a beautiful outdoor patio as well. Occasions is where you want your event held. Call Allison at 534-2533 or Mike at 227-2602 to book today. Parking your RV, boat, jet ski, or camper? Park it at MDN LLC Storage. Conveniently located at North Lake Road, MDN LLC Storage is safe and secure with gated pin-pad entry and security cameras monitoring 24/7. Call Faith at 532-1332 or Mike at 227-2602 to get your spot.
Whether you're at the work site or on the trailhead, you need an ATV that goes above and beyond the expected with the power and performance to work harder, technology to make every obstacle easier, and a time-tested promise of quality and dependability. When duty calls, you need the 2022 Honda 4Trax lineup. Available now at Budke Power Sports under the big red roof right off I-80 North Platte. Then you'll learn how life is better on a Honda ATV. For riders 16 years old and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
We've got the power at Budke Power Sports.
CT Computer Services on the corner of Phillip and Willow offers Tune-Up Tuesdays, where all in-shop services are half price. At CT Computer Services, technology solved. Out of the timeout, Irish get it inbounded to Erickson. He's mauled and he'll be fouled. He'll get free throws on the other end. 64-51 St. Pat's. That foul to Paulson. Double bonus again here for Erickson, who's had a heck of a game, mostly in the fourth quarter. 5 in the first. He had 6 in the second. Did not score in the third. And now 15 in the fourth quarter alone and 25 in the game. He'll add to it, put his 26th up and in. Irish down the stretch of the foul line has been dynamite in this fourth quarter. Winder and Tickle back in. And check it out, it'll be Moats and Branch with 1:10 to go. Irish up 14. And if you're a South Loup fan, you're now rooting for teams like Dundee County Stratton, Howells Dodge. That free throw is up and in from Brecken Erickson to make it 66-51. Teams like Ansley Litchfield. Here's Connell driving, kicking left, open three for Harper Johnson. Too hard, backside rebound into the hands of Wattoon, and he's fouled, and he'll get free throw. He'll get a 1-and-1. Irish foul him from behind. Not the time you want to be doing that. Team 9th. Johnson, Broxton, the D1-1. They will likely winners of that sub. Howells Dodge, D1-4. Bancroft Rosalie is one of the other ones in the top 10, so that's where probably the third wild card is almost guaranteed. And then you're just hoping for no upsets. You're hoping for Ansley Litchfield, Dundee County, Layton, Meade, Kennesaw all to win. That free throw missed by Wattoon. Rebound, though, to Paulson. He'll get a 3 out front. Put it up, no. Rebound to Zarek Branch. He'll add to his big total. And able to outlet it with 50 seconds to go. And this one, matter of running out the clock now for St. Pat's. They're going to get the victory here, up 66-51. It'll be free throws at the other end here for Sam Trushinsky.
Coach O'Malley doing some offense for defense substitutions here, taking his 2 guys with 4 fouls out for a couple of younger, fresh legs.
So again, if you're a South Loup fan, you want Johnson, Brock, Layton, Dundee County Stratton, Ansley Litchfield. Those are the teams to watch. You need to win as Trushinsky short off the front of the rim. Meade, Kennesaw, they're ahead of them in points right now. Should stay ahead of them. So really it's Ansley Litchfield, Dundee, Layton, and Johnson Brock. You need all those teams to win. Then you probably have yourself a district final wild card. And you won't be one of the worst teams in power points either. You won't be a high seed, but you'll be in the middle of the pack. Free throw up and in, lead is 16 now.
It's not like March Madness where he won upsets.
Right. Here's a driving floater by Connell, doesn't go. Irish are doing the wrong thing of fouling on this end of the court. 44 seconds to go, and the clock has not ran a whole lot. And back to the line. That foul charge to Tickle, his first. And Connell will shoot 2 more. He has 19 in the game. And the junior will put 2 more free throws up here for number 2. And the first is short off the front of the rim. Maywood-Hayes Center, reminder, we'll take on Elm Creek next. It's scheduled for a 7:45 start, and it'll be right on that, maybe even a little bit after that. Probably about right on schedule, though. Well, for those watching on live video, we will keep that, or radio coverage will cut away, but we will keep the live video up for that game, so just keep her dialed in for what should be another awesome game. Connell puts his free throw in, and subbing back in here is Silas Cool. Looks like Hershey going to get the win over Sandhills Valley, 51-44. They'll move in to a sub-final Thursday night to face the winner of Maxwell Highline, which will be next. In the backcourt, 40 seconds to go. Another foul by South Loup. 41 seconds to go, extending this game here. And it will be 2 more here for Sam Trushinsky, who is, well, he's putting together a 8-point game, mostly at the line. With 41 seconds to go, 67-52. So Bobcat fans, it's a sit and wait game, and the problem is now you're waiting all the way till Thursday, but still got, and it's one of those situations where you practice not knowing if your season's over. Krashinsky puts that in. Again, the good news for them is a couple subs check in and out. You're really looking at higher seeds to win, so you're just hoping for no upsets, although I would say a Bridgeport-Layton, that would be a pretty decent matchup. I think that's one that could be a good game. That free throw, Trushinsky will get in double figures with that to make it 69-52. It's 39 seconds to go in this one. Into the front court, Connell, deep three is up, no. Baseline corner rebound out off of the shot, and it will, 32 seconds to go. 4 subs coming in for South Loup here with 32 seconds to go, and they're going to put in some of their younger guys. Dylan Pandorf back in. Caden Paulson checks in for the first time. Checking in is Albert Starr. And also number 3, Caleb McFate. Coach O'Malley will do the same as well. 5 subs coming in with 32 seconds to go. And here comes Isaac Irish onto the court. Thomas Gale, Trey Fermansky, Porter Connick, and Dimitri Pettit as well. Checking in here. In the final 30 seconds of this one, 69-52. Top-seeded Irish. Boy, it was a scare. Remember, this was a 1-point game at the end of the third quarter. Pettit down low to Irish, finds Connick in the lane. His shot up, missed. Rebound, 14 seconds to go into the hands of Paulson. 10 seconds to go for the Bobcats. It's Harper Johnson across the timeline. Hands off up top. That's Caden Paulson, right wing, with 3 seconds into the right corner. And no shot. That'll do it in this one, 69-52. St. Pat's gets the victory over the South Loup Bobcats here in the D1-10 Sub-District Semifinals, and will move on to face the winner of Maywood-Hayes Center and the Elm Creek Buffaloes. That game is coming up next here from McGann. And we will begin our Quick Stop postgame show right after this timeout on Husker Radio.
Do you want to support North Platte Catholic Schools? Shop the Bargain Bin, a thrift store located at 421 East 3rd Street in North Platte, where proceeds go to benefit the North Platte Catholic Schools. The Bargain Bin is open Fridays and Saturdays 10 to 3 and sells everything from household items, crafts, clothing of all sizes, bedding, holiday decorations, antiques, and furniture. And your donations are accepted with drop-off Monday through Thursday 9 to noon and during open hours Friday and Saturday 10 to 3. Shop the Bargain Bin at 3rd and Walnut to help support North Platte Catholic Schools.
Now in our 20th year, the North Platte Bulletin remains committed to the principles we've had from the start. Independent news service, factual reporting, in-depth information about the city and this part of Nebraska, all presented at a handy price. We're not in for money, power, or prestige. We just love what we do, giving you the information you need to know and better understand this area and your community. So give us a call, find us on the web or Facebook. Subscriptions are just $38 a year, despite runaway inflation.
No matter who you are and where you're going, Mid-Plains is here for you. The differences of our campuses make us stronger. Our shared mission propels us forward. You can't define us as one person, one town, one place. We are many, in pursuit of something bigger, together. With 6 individual campuses supporting a vast and determined region. We are Mid-Plains Community College.
Welcome back. A final here from the McGann Activity Center in the D1-10 sub-semifinal round. St. Pat's gets the victory over the South Loup Bobcats 69-52. Your postgame brought to you by Quick Stop, just around every corner. Fast, easy, and convenient with 6 locations throughout North Platte. Also locations in Ogallala, Hershey, Grant, and Imperial. On the road to everywhere, it is Quick Stop. St. Pat's will move into the sub-final now Thursday night. That game will be played at 7 o'clock against the winner of Maywood-Hayes Center and Elm Creek, which is going to be playing in about 19 minutes. We'll have that game for those watching online at HuskerRadio.com. Coach Brendan Lyons of the St. Pat's Irish, though, with us. Coach, congrats on the win first off.
Yeah, that was fun. I mean, we knew this sub was going to be tough when you have 4 of the top 10 in the state of Nebraska in Class D1, and that's a really good team there. That's a very impressive team. They do a really good job. They have 2 really, really outstanding players, and everybody else around them, they're just really complimentary to them, and that's a tough team. That's a tough team to beat, so it's a good win for us to get our sub started here.
At Trey Connell, he's a tough matchup. I mean, not many get by Will Motes, and he did a few times today, and he's got great speed, and you see why he has 7 assists, too, a game.
Right.
Because he's able to kick to pretty much wide-open players when everybody has to crash down.
Right, and you can't get the ball out of his hands. I mean, we're trying to. Will's handling the ball really well, and we got kids kind of coming and doubling, but he's so strong with it. You want the ball out of his hands, but you just can't get it done. And we saw that a lot in film too. So he's a really good player, and the Gracie kid too, man. He's really athletic. He's 6'3". I bet he's all of that. And they did Will and Zarek did a nice job on those 2, even though they scored quite a bit of their points, but kind of limit everybody else around them.
Right, 69-52. Game started out really rough. I felt like maybe, I don't know if it was just a little too much, maybe a little too momentum there, or just getting going a little too much, and just really struggling right away to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, that's what our first timeout was. We had 1 shot attempt and like 6 or 7 turnovers, and I guess we kind of settled in. We started getting the ball entered into the post, into our cutter, and they just kind of settled in. And, getting to play in front of home, you do it all year, but in the postseason, it's a little special, and it's pretty electric in here tonight, too. It's been packed since the word go here, too, so I'm sure that had to deal with it. And like I said, the boys just did a nice job of settling. All of them settled in and just and did what we needed them to do.
St. Pat's gets the win 69-52. Breckett Erickson, he was dominant against the game last year with 21 points. He had 28 and 16 today. It was pretty much, if you can get him the ball, you're going to feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, right, and that's how it's kind of been all year. But especially tonight, that Salich kid's a big, strong kid, but Brecken does a nice job of using his body and kind of finding angles so that we can get him the ball entered. And that happened a lot more, obviously, in the fourth quarter and the second quarter. But, yeah, that's kudos to all the other kids, too, is really buying into that and really trying to focus on getting him the ball and working inside out.
And in a game where not many could get rebounds, he had 16, and Zarek Branch with a career high 17 and 13 points.
That's unbelievable. That's crazy. Mr. O'Malley and I kept saying that. Couldn't get our hands on it. Those guys are really strong, really fast, and they showed that tonight, and we just got to be able to keep competing to get rebounds and find ways to do that.
69-52. You move on to face the winner of Maywood-Hayes Center Elm Creek, which figures to be just as good of a game coming up next. Top 2 and 3 in D1. So here we go. I mean, what you get an opportunity to, you can watch a fun game right now and then, scout them because that's next.
Yeah. How much fun is this? I mean, we want to play the best, and that's the way it worked out. We got the top 3 teams in the Power
This is a mini state tournament right here.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have to earn it in whoever we play, whether it's Elm Creek, who we've saw once, or Maywood. Maywood's super athletic, and they got a really talented team. And, yeah, it's going to be nice to be sit up in the wrestling room and kind of sit with Coach O'Malley and sit with the boys and kind of watch this game and see what we got going on Thursday.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate it.
Coach Lyons with us on the postgame as the Irish get the win here today, 69-52, and they'll face the winner now of Maywood-Hayes Center and Elm Creek. Postgame numbers brought to you by Condon Signs, North Platte's only locally owned full-service sign company. Condon Signs creates custom monument signs, spot-on signs, commercial awnings, and they'll service your existing sign. Quality and knowledge since 1991. Visit them on the corner of 8th and Vine or at condonsigns.com. For St. Pat's, 12, 28, and 29 by quarter, 32 and 37 by half, 69 in the game. They were led individually by Brecken Erickson with 28 points and 16 rebounds, 13 for Zarek Branch, and a career-high 17 rebounds, 10 for Sam Trashinsky, 12 from Andrew Brocious. He had 4 threes here today. Then 4 for Will Motes and 2 from Logan Winder. Irish 4 of 9 from downtown. That means they are now 10 for the last 21 from the last 2 games. 16 of 24 at the line, too. That was tremendous. 14 of 18 in the fourth quarter alone. They were very, very good down the stretch at the foul line. Led by as many as 17, they win this one by 17 and improve to 21-2 on the year. Meanwhile, for South Loup, 11 in the first, 13 in the second, 15 in the third, and 13 in the fourth. 24 and 28 by half, 52 in the game. 21 from Trey Connell to lead the way. 17 from Cash Gracie. Those two were awfully good. 8 from Connor Paulson, 5 from Joseph Salek, and 2 from Lance Jones. Bobcats are 7 of 24 from downtown. It's 13 of 22 at the charity stripe. Total of 5 turnovers. They led early by 3, and they led 39-38. And then the Irish just kind of went off and outscored the Bobcats 29-13 in the fourth quarter. And we didn't have a tie in this game. 3 lead changes. It was no more than a 7-point lead for the bulk of the game, and then it just stretched open there at the end. But this was a tight ball game for most of the way. Irish get the win 69-52. Let's get your Swift Auto Center play of the game now.
It's time for the Swift Auto Center Irish play of the game.
Brecken Erickson inside, changes the inside game here a little bit. Skip pass near side for Trzynski. Fakes left, goes back door, good find. Will Moats layup up and in. Oh, wide open, and boy, Sam Charles got some really good assists so far in this game.
That's your Swift Auto Center play of the game. Sam, he averages 5 a game. I bet he had 6 or 7 here today. I mean, he was awesome at the foul line, or on assisting passes here today. So really nice game there from Sam Trzynski on the offensive end, distributing the ball. Again, your Swift Auto Center play of the game there. Time to your player of the game today, brought to you by the Telecom Home Team. Allo is taking tech to the next level with products and services that provide its fiber fans with an all-star experience. If you're ready to up your internet game, go to allocommunications.com and get Allo today. I'm going to go with Zarek Branch, 13 points, 17 rebounds. It's his second career double-double. I mean, that's saying something because Brecken Erickson had 28 and 16. But that's not Zarek's normal numbers by any means. And, I mean, 17 rebounds in a game where, I mean, the next leader was Brocious and Trzynski with 3. Moats had 1, and that was it for rebounding. You had a total of 7 other rebounds besides guys named Branch and Erickson for St. Pat's, and so that was huge. He had, again, 13 and 17 in this game to lead the Irish in rebounding, at least. Your Allo Fiber player of the game. Well, that is going to wrap up our on-air broadcast for the radio call. For those on KODY, we'll send it back to Sports Nightly here for a little bit longer here on Husker Radio's KODY. And then we'll come back and if you're listening online at huskerradio.com, we'll take a short break here and then we'll dial up the second game of 2. It'll be Maywood-Hayes Center as they get set to take on Elm Creek here in the D1-10 sub-semifinal. Figures to be just as good of a game coming up next here from North Platte St. Pat's. The Wolves and the Buffaloes coming up next for those listening, watching, and listening on huskerradio.com. We'll open up that pregame here in just a moment. Again, for those listening on Husker Radio's KODY, we'll say so long for now. We'll talk to you Thursday night from the D1-10 sub-final. This has been high school basketball on Husker Radio.
This is Joanne Perlinger of Team Perlinger & Jet of Great Plains Realty in North Platte. Give us a call for all of your real estate needs. Whether you are buying or selling, we are here to help you with your next move. Make sure to check us out at teamperlingerandjet.com. As proud supporters of the St. Pat's Irish, we are excited to wish them the best of luck in their 2022-2023 school year activities. Go Irish!
Welcome back to the McGann Activity Center, the D1-10 Sub-District Semifinals. Game number 1 in the books, and we welcome in our viewers from Maywood-Hayes Center and Elm Creek as we get set for the D1-10 Sub-Semifinal number 2 here from McGann. Tanner Struckman, glad to be with you. Jack Condon on our video producing side. Winner of this game will get North Platte St. Pat's, who was able to knock off the South Loup Bobcats 69-52, and now dial up what is going to be a heck of a matchup here between Maywood-Hayes Center and the Elm Creek Buffaloes. Again, this is a matchup of two just absolutely loaded teams. I mean, this is as good of a matchup as you're going to find in a sub-semifinal game. Maywood-Hayes Center, the number 2 seed, ranked number 2 in every poll, including the D1 PowerPoint polls. They are 23-1 on the season, and South Elm Creek comes in 18-4. They come in and ranked in the top 10 and number 3 in the D1 PowerPoint polls. That's right, they're number 3 in all of D1, and they're number 3 in this bracket alone. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's just an anomaly of a bracket that you will not find, and you are battle-tested if you can make it out of this one with a couple victories. Maywood-Hayes Center 23-1 under Coach Colby Hamilton. They started the year 18-0. I mean, we're number 1 in D1 for a lot of it. They lost to Bertrand in overtime after the RPAC tournament. They beat them in the RPAC title. They were shorthanded in that game without one of their leaders in Hayden Kramer, and ended up losing that game. They've won 5 straight since then, though. Best wins, they beat Dundee County Stratton 3 times, which is obviously good. They're 19-4. Their only other losses to North Platte St. Pat's. They beat them in the Cattle Trail Tournament title by 10, the Cambridge Tournament title by 3, the RPAC semis by 2. They also beat Paxton twice by 9, and most impressively by 35 in the second time they played. Recently, a 5-game win streak, most recently beat Perkins County on Friday 80-58. They've hit 83 times this year, all in the second half, so they got to feel like they're scoring at the pace they want to be scoring at. Averaging 63 points per game, giving up only 35. So you think, oh, they're an offensive team. But they play pretty good defense, too, only giving up 35 points per game defensively. Just 4 games within 9 points or less. They haven't played a lot of close games, but they're 3-1 in those. They're led by Jeremiah Ingeson, the 6'6 junior, will do a lot. 17 points, 7 rebounds per game. He's a high, I mean, you're going to hear the heights. That's the first thing that'll jump out to you. Then you have also Hayden Kramer, the 6'5 senior, at 16 points and 7 rebounds per game. Those two are just unbelievable talents. Athletic, they can do a whole lot all over the court here for this Maywood-Hayes Center team. And then you have guys like Kyler Cox, a 6'1 senior, is a great point guard, great senior, 6 points per game. He's been a 4-year player. You also have guys like Jet Sellers, the 6'2 senior, who's averaging 4 and 5 assists per game. I mean, a great point guard for this team. They've really got the makeup of about everything you want for a team to make a run in the postseason. And again, they're tall. I mean, they are. And I didn't even mention Hayden Farr, the 6'3 junior's averaging 11 points per game. Those are your Ingeson, Farr, and Kramer, your main 3 scorers, but they're a pretty solid top 5. They only play about 6, though. They're not a particularly deep team. I mean, that's all they've had to play, I'll say that. In their 24 games, 6 have played every game. And if you only have to play 6, but you like your 6, you don't need to play anymore. And that's been a really thing. The thing that jumps out for Maywood-Hayes Center is their height. Might be the tallest lineup in D1. I don't think that's a stretch to say. 6'6 Ingeson, 6'5 Kramer, 6'3 Farr, 6'1 Cox, 6'2 Sellers. That's the starting lineup, folks. And then you have 6'5 John Patel off the bench, 6'3 Gage Gerlach off the bench, 6'5 Ori Johnson off the bench. I mean, yeah, they're loaded with all sorts of height. And they're not your traditional post players, though. There's going to be a lot of outside play, but athletic as you will find. Elm Creek comes in 18-4 on the year, and they have, they've had a great year. They're ranked in the top 10 of both Lincoln Journal-Star and Omaha World Herald polls, and they've had a tremendous season as well. They opened the year 6-0 before losing to St. Pat's on this gym. Then they won 11 straight. They ended up losing 3 in a row right before the end of the regular season. Kind of an interesting time. They lost to SEM in the Fort Kearney semis, then to Ansley Litchfield, then to Amherst, but they bounced back with a win over Highline on Friday. And again, sitting at 17-1 going into that Fort Kearney semis, you thought this team is going to be right there at the top, maybe one loss, but then lost to SEM by 4, Ansley Litchfield in the third place game by 6. That's a loaded Fort Kearney conference, by the way. Then lost to Amherst in a regular season game by 20. But then again, bounced back with a win over Highline. Their best wins, they beat 19-1 Shelton to open the season, beat 13-4 Alma, 17-5 SEM, 16-5 Ansley Litchfield. Most recently got back in the win column over Highline 71-57. They're led by Carter Erickson. He's their big bruiser inside, the 6'3 senior. Strong, 12 points, 7 rebounds a game. He's a solid true post inside. Trent Watkins, a 5'10 senior, averaging 8 points per game. Cade Sint, the junior, averaging 8 points per game. He's played terrific. Isaiah Quintana, they're mainly three-point shooter. They'll play about 8 per game. They're a very deep team. So they're a little bit deeper, so you might see them try to, I don't know if that'll be something they're able to take advantage here of in this game, but certainly something they will try to here today. And they're a senior-laden team, 6 seniors on the roster for Coach Tanner Cavany, who's been a long-time coach there, and a really, really, really good coach, and he's got a good group here. They are right now number 3 in the D1 power points. Maywood-Hayes Center is number 2. So, again, you're not going to find a better matchup than this one. Let's start with the starting lineups for the Elm Creek Buffaloes. The number 3 seed, they're ranked number 6 in the Lincoln Journal-Star, number 8 in the Omaha World Herald. They're 18-4. Here's how they'll start. Bo Knapp, the 6' senior, he's averaging 5 points, 3 assists per game. Number 1, Cade Sint, the 6'1 junior, 8 points, team high 2 steals per game. Carter Erickson, the 6'3 senior, he's averaging 12 and 7 per game. Number 10, Shea Hubbard, the 6' senior, 4 points per game. And Trent Watkins, the 5'10 senior, 8 points, 4 rebounds per game. For the Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves, the number 2 seed, number 2 in Lincoln Journal-Star and Omaha World Herald polls. Here's how they'll start. 23-1. Kyler Cox, the 6'1 senior. He's averaging 6 points per game, has 28 threes to lead the team. Number 5, Jet Sellers, a 6'2 senior, 4 points and a team best 5 assists per game. Number 11, Hayden Kramer, the 6'5 senior, transfer from Medicine Valley, 16 points, 7 rebounds per game, a career high 30 earlier this year. Getting a start, Hayden Farr, the 6'3 junior, 11 points per game for him. And the 6'6 junior, Jeremiah Ingeson, who's averaging 17 and 7 per game. He's got a career high 34 this year. For Colby Hamilton, who's in his 6th year leading Maywood-Hayes Center. He was a coach at Sandhills Thedford prior to that, so he's familiar with the area. And here we go, center circle. We're getting this one underway here from McGann. The D1-10 sub-semifinal game winner will face North Platte St. Pat's on Thursday in the sub-final. In the center circle on the right is Ingeson. On the left is Carter Erickson. Erickson in the dark blue, Ingeson in the whites, and it's won by Maywood-Hayes Center. They'll work right to left in your radio dial to start up this D1-10 sub-semifinal game. Two teams averaging points. 63 and 55 between the two of them. Left side, Carter Cox with the baseline drive, goes inside, kick back out. Cox in the corner, drives baseline again, hands off in the lane to Ingeson, floater up and in. Puts Maywood-Hayes Center out front, 2-zip right away. Great start there. If you're a Maywood-Hayes Center fan, they drop back in their zone defense with Ingeson at the top at 6'6". That's tough. High right, Cade Sint. Sint looking into the right corner, able to find a teammate out of the corner. They'll bounce pass to midcourt and reset with Bo Knapp. And there's a lot of height and athleticism. I mean, just look at the length out there for Maywood-Hayes Center. They go inside, able to find Erickson, tipped away though, stolen away by Jet Sellers. First turnover for the Buffaloes. Into the front court for Maywood-Hayes Center, 2-zip. They find a cutting Hayden Kramer, floating shot, short, rebound to Erickson, actually tipped out to Knapp. Knapp into the front court, coast to coast, driving, stops in the lane, floats one, missed it, rebound Jet Sellers. 2-zip, minute gone in our opening quarter. And the Wolves got a little lime green accent here on these white uniforms. Out front it comes, right side now into the hands of Hayden Farr. Farr up top to Kramer. Kramer thinking about a three. He'll take it, misses short, rebound inside all Elm Creek. That one hauled in. Other way it comes in transition. It's Bo Knapp driving, right block, got around Sellers, got fouled from behind. He'll go to the line for 2. First foul of the game charged to Maywood-Hayes Center.
Good up fake to get Kramer in the air.
That'll be the first foul again on Hayden Kramer. I don't know how many times Maywood-Hayes Center's had to face foul trouble, but that is certainly something that would be maybe one thing. I mean, this is such a good starting 5. You'd love to keep them on the court.
Well, as you mentioned, they play 6 players primarily, so that getting into foul trouble would definitely be an interesting situation that Maywood probably hasn't faced much all year.
Bo Knapp misses the first free throw. 2-zip, Maywood-Hayes Center out front early on in this one. 6:38 to go in the opening quarter. Second free throw for the 6-foot senior is up and missed. Both of them rimmed out. Team shooting 56%. Knapp struggling this year, just 38%. It remains 2-0 Wolves. 6.5 to go opening quarter. Kyler Cox, the senior, left side it comes into the hands of Farr to the top of the key, trying to tip it, or trying to get it to Kramer, and boy, he might have gotten away with a foul there. Has got it stolen away, and then losing it is Elm Creek. And Wolves control possession, kind of knocked down the defender there, or the Elm Creek Buffalo did, Kramer, but he got away there. Here's a right corner, long one by Hayden Farr, missed. Offensive rebound, snap and pop from Kramer. Drives in, Kramer fouled from behind, got the end one. No, they're going to wave it off, call a hold foul on the floor. And that'll be the first foul on Elm Creek of the game.
Backside defense came in and held down on Kramer's arm before he could get the shot off.
Shea Hubbard picks up the first foul on Elm Creek with 6:06 to play in the opening quarter. Inbound comes to Ingeson on the elbow, drives in, stops, picks up his dribble. He'll turn and shoot over top of the defender. Misses it though, and the rebound, Cade Sint able to go high point it. 2-zip, Maywood-Hayes Center, 5:55 quarter one. Sint driving in, kicking into the corner. Out of the corner is Watkins. Top of the key, Knapp. Left corner, Sint. Baseline drive. Drives in, bounce off the defender. Misses the shot, and the rebound to Sellers. Good looks for Elm Creek. They've not hit him. 5:44 opening quarter. Still 2-zip. Low-scoring game early on. Kramer left side guarded by Erickson. Into the left corner here to Hayden Farr. He'll come back to Kramer in the corner. Down low to Farr. Good cut. Got his defender in the air. Misses the shot, though. Got his own rebound. Put back up. Rolls around and drops in. The junior makes it 4-zip. Maywood-Hayes Center. 5:20 opening quarter. Coach Cavity directing the Buffalo offense. Bo Knapp will bring it across on a short jog into that zone defense. Top of the key. He picks up his dribble. Needs help. Got to step through and be able to find Sint right wing. Baseline drive, spins on his defender. Got in. Layup missed, but he's fouled before the shot. Or no, a travel called. He stepped through and got called for a travel there.
I think he took an extra step on his spin.
Third turnover on the Buffaloes of the game. We'll give it back to Maywood-Hayes Center. 5:06 opening quarter. Sellers in the backcourt, able to find Ingeson leaking out. In transition, his layup up. No! And the rebound to Sint. Boy, I was open there. And Coach Hamilton wanting a foul, and there probably was maybe one, but it certainly wouldn't have been on the shot, but definitely could have been some contact.
Both guys were bumping each other down the floor.
4-zip, 4:49 opening quarter, and the Buffaloes still scoreless here, averaging 55 a game. And this is such a long zone defense. It's tough to attack. Into the elbow, trying to throw into the corner is Knapp, throws it away into the front court, leaking out. Ingeson took off quite a ways away, but he's able to roll it in with a teardrop. 6-0 Maywood-Hayes Center, and a near steal by Kramer there. At midcourt as he tips it out, Buffaloes will sub. Checking into the game will be number 11 for Elm Creek, and that'll be Nick Brummels, the 6'3 junior. And also checking in is Isaiah Quintana, the 5'9 junior. He's their sharpshooter from outside. 4:26 here, opening quarter of this one. It is Maywood-Hayes Center leading 6-0 over the Elm Creek Buffaloes with 4:24 to go here in quarter number one. Knapp left side, comes into the wing, free throw line extended, baseline drive, poked away from behind. It'll stay Buffalo ball underneath their own hoop with 4:16 to play in the first. Buffalo's still scoreless here, and a jam-packed McGann. This is a heck of a good crowd.
Especially on this Maywood side. It's about standing room only.
Ball goes through the hands of Brummels on the inbound. He couldn't control it, and it remains Maywood-Hayes Center ball, 6-0. Sellers right side into the right corner to Kramer. Looks for a cutting Cox. It's not there. Comes up top to Ingeson. He'll dribble his left, get to Farr. Farr will drive with his right, kick out to Kramer. He'll try an open three, misses it. Good box out inside by Isaiah Quintana, able to grab that. Still 6-0. Knapp in transition all the way in. Lays it up and misses it. Carter Erickson gets his first rebound. Put back there. He's been there several times. That time he's able to finally grab it, and he gets Elm Creek on the board. 3:40 to go in the opening quarter. A 6-2 early lead for Maywood-Hayes Center, but defense is interesting, winning out here through the first 4 minutes.
Defense has definitely played a big role in this.
And there's a Buffalo steal. It's going to be picked up on the sidelines by Hubbard. Now up top, it's Brummels driving, bounce pass Erickson, defender in the air, layup, yes, and an and one, or no and one. And we'll have I think Jed Sellers, he comes up a little gimpy here. He's going to have to come off. Jed Sellers going to get looked at in the first sub of the game for Maywood-Hayes Center. Will be John Patel, the 6'5 sophomore.
Both guys down on the steal kind of hit the ground in an awkward way. Ball kind of rolled the half court before Buffalo finally picked it up.
Sellers will certainly get looked at. Boy, he's a big loss, though. I mean, off the bench. Or on the bench now, averaging 5 assists per game. Kramer breaks the press, 6'4. Maywood-Hayes Center, backdoor pass, good find, layup on the left side, up and in, rolled in by Hayden Farr. And it's an 8-4 lead for Maywood-Hayes Center, 3:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Wolves early advantage here, 3:07. Now we've got back-to-back buckets and a scoring explosion in this low-scoring game. Bounce pass near side to Knapp against this zone defense. 1-3-1 with Ingeson at the top at 6'6. Right corner, down low it goes into Brummels in traffic. Layup up and in. Nick Brummels had kind of just leaked underneath. Got one power dribble and put it in, 8-6. Again, you got to get back on Maywood-Hayes Center quickly in transition. They wait for cutters, and they find Cotter Cox. Baseline drive for Cox all the way in. Floater, no, but a tap on his right arm will get him free throws. And the foul charge to Quintana, his first, team second. with 2:39 to play here in the first quarter, and an 8-6 lead here for Maywood-Hayes Center in the first free throw shot of the game for the Wolves.
If there's anybody you want at the free throw line for the Wolves right now, it's Cox. He's leading their team with 70% free throw shooting.
And the first one is up and in. Drills that one. First sub in. Time for seeing Quinn Oberg check in. 5'8 freshman. Back in is Shea Hubbard. In for Maywood-Hayes Center, Jet Sellers. He went off. He limped off. Hopefully he's able to get back in this game. And their only main sub, John Patel. They certainly have others that have played a lot this year, as you can imagine. They've outscored a lot of teams. That free throw in and out remains 9-6. Nice rebound there by Cade Sint. He'll bring it into the front court. 9-6 early lead for Maywood-Hayes Center. Top of the key. Carter Erickson on the bench, so you're looking at more guard play here for Elm Creek. Down low, they go into Brummels, poked away from behind. That time by Patel. It'll remain Buffalo ball underneath. 2:26 opening quarter, a 9-6 lead here in our first quarter of play here from the D1-10 sub-semifinal. Comes into the corner. That's Brummels. Picks up his dribble. Hands it off to a teammate. That's Hubbard. Hubbard, top, right side, right corner. With it is Quinn Oberg. He'll drive to the elbow, bounce pass, and throw it low through the legs of Brummels. Out of bounds. 6 turnover by Elm Creek today. Just an errant pass. Checking back in is Quintana.
Couple of unforced turnovers there.
One thing you got to give credit to Maywood-Hayes Center, too, is conditioning. I mean, if you can only play 6 in a game, I mean, obviously they've had a lot of blowouts, but this is a game where I think they'd like to play 6 if they can. Kramer driving, floating shot, up and in. Might have gotten a little arm bar to push off the defender, but he puts it in with a floater. It's 11-6, his first bucket of the game.
Our officials are letting a little bit of contact go in the start of this game, so we'll see how that plays out.
Only 3 fouls called between the two teams. Comes out to Brummels' left wing. He'll pro hop into the corner to Quintana. Back to the wing. Hubbard driving, kicking up top. Open, Sint, bounce passes right corner. That's Trent Watkins. He goes into the short corner to Brummels. Finds Watkins, throws it right into the hands, though, of a Maywood-Hayes Center Wolves. 7th turnover. Wolves into the front court to Ingeson. He can't catch it cleanly. Comes down with it, though. Saves it. Out to Cox. Now to the wing. Driving as far to the rack. Layup up and in. Hayden Farr, 6 points. And the Wolves lead by 7 with 1:20 to go. Here in the opening quarter, Maywood-Hayes Center opening up an early lead here in this D1-10 sub-semifinal game. The ball comes left into the hands of Trent Watkins. Right-sided Sint. He'll attack in. Stop. Bounce pass left. Elm Creek not shooting anything outside so far. Sint will drive, run over to defender, and a charge called. Farr able to take the charge on the Sint drive. That'll be his first, team third, with 1:01 to go, and a timeout taken by Elm Creek. And we'll take a short break here. We'll come back. 13-6 the lead to Maywood-Hayes Center with 1:01 to go in the first.
He was still
13-6 the lead here with 1:01 to go in the first quarter for Maywood-Hayes Center. Wolves up 7 with the ball here. And again, they're playing without Jet Sellers right now. Went out with an injury. He's not made his way back to the bench yet. Keep an eye on that. Hayden Kramer will pick it up in the backcourt. He'll pass across the timeline, finding Ingeson, but Carter Erickson able to tip it out. One thing you got to get back, and there's Jet Sellers coming back into the game. I didn't see him. He was waiting at the scorer's table. That's why.
He was kind of hidden beneath this big crowd.
Connor Cox will check out for his first break, and Sellers will inbound. He might have that ankle taped up a little bit here. He's inbounding, able to get into Kramer. His shot over the top of the defender and in. He's got 4, and the Wolves lead by 9. 50 seconds to go in the first. Maywood-Hayes Center with 46 seconds to go. They'll open up a 9-point lead. Sint in the right corner, fouled from behind, and Hayden Farr shook his head like, yeah, I did do that one. Team's second is all, his first. And it will be Elm Creek ball near sideline. Connor Cox checks in. Hayden Kramer will get his first break here in the opening quarter. Inbound, 42 seconds to go here in the first. Elm Creek down 15-6. Right wing, it's sent. Baseline, lost it out. Thrown back in by Sellers. Good save.
He saved that between the Elm Creek guy's legs.
29 seconds to go in the quarter. Buffalo's down 9. Wolves with the ball. In the right corner, driving. Patel, floater doesn't go. Rebound, tipped around, but out to Sellers on the wing. That was a good box out, but nobody grabbed the ball, and Coach Hamilton puts a 1 up to signal last shot here with 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Up 15-6. Left side, far, looking, comes into the corner to Patel with 7, with 6. He'll drive baseline, lost it out off his side. Came off his leg, third turnover on the Wolves. And subbing back into the game for Maywood-Hayes Center will be Gage Gerlach, the 6'3 junior for the first time. For the final 5 seconds of this first quarter, Elm Creek got to go full length of the court. They get it in the backcourt to Hubbard. Hubbard spins, gets it back. It'll be a half-court heave at the buzzer, short by Bo Knapp. And that ends our first quarter of play. Maywood-Hayes Center 15, Elm Creek 6 from the D1-10 sub-semifinal. Welcome back to the D1-10 sub-semifinals here. Maywood-Hayes Center at the end of the first leading Elm Creek 15-6. Second quarter getting underway here in just a moment. St. Pat's won earlier today over South Loup 69-52, so they punched their ticket to Thursday night's sub-final. That will be at 7 o'clock here from McGann. 15-6, Elm Creek with the ball down 9. Going to find some offense. They go inside got inside Erickson. He gets his defender in the air and puts it up and in. When they can catch it cleanly inside for Erickson, he's been pretty strong. He's got 6 and it's 15-8. It's a great start for Coach Cavity's squad into this second quarter.
When Elm Creek gets the ball to the short corner, they seem to have a lot of success offensively. It's getting it past the top line of that length.
Kramer drives in from the elbow, just misses off the rim, and the rebound to Elm Creek. 15-8, Buffalo's down 9, 7:27 second quarter. Sent, able to go to the high post, and a foul from behind by Jet Sellers. That'll be his first, team third on Maywood-Hayes Center with 7:23 to go in the second. Not a lot of fouls called so far. 3 apiece. Inbounding underneath will be Elm Creek underneath their own hoop, end line left, down 15-8. It'll be Knapp to send it in, comes into the corner to Hubbard. Top of the key to Watkins, got an open 3 for him. The senior puts it up and in. Trent Watkins, 20th of the year, pulls Elm Creek back within 4. A 5-0 run for the Buffaloes to start up this second quarter.
Is that the first 3 Elm Creek's hit today?
First 3, the second attempted. The first one was that half-court heave right at the end of the half, or quarter. Down low it goes inside. Kramer kicks right corner. Sellers will try a 3 to answer. Short, rebound, and a foul on Kramer as he ran in to Watkins. That's just unfortunate for Kramer because he was in a spot for a rebound and it just kind of bounced the wrong way, and momentum took him right into Watkins, and so Kramer will pick up his second, team 4th, and it will be Elm Creek ball on a 5-0 run, 15-11 trailing, 6:50 second quarter. Buffaloes bounce pass up top to Hubbard. Right side will attack on this 1-3-1 zone. Right corner, out of the corner is Watkins, picks up his dribble, finds a low pass again, another bad pass, 10th turnover for Elm Creek today. Kramer right side. On the wing, free throw line extended. Hands off to Cox. Out of the right corner. Comes deeper into the corner now to Ingerson. Up top to Sellers. He'll collect the offense. A minute and a half into our second quarter. Screen right. Sellers nowhere to go with Kramer inside. Comes into the corner. Right wing. Open 3 for Cotter. Cox missed. Rebound backside is all Elm Creek. Elm Creek been able to get a lot of rebounds. There's another bad pass again, but it's into the hands of Elm Creek. They'll put up the 3, miss it short. Erickson with the offensive rebound, dribbles into the left block, lost it on the way up, out off of Maywood-Hayes Center. It'll remain Elm Creek ball on the underneath. And the Buffaloes will send in Nick Brummels. Maywood-Hayes Center subs in, Patel back in. And Ingeson gets a breather. It's 15-11. Elm Creek right now down 4. Comes into Erickson in the lane. Lost it. He'll go back to work now. Spins. Lost it again. Kramer picks it up into the front court. Kramer crosses over. Drives left side. Shot no, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. As back there was big collision with Cade Sint, who picks up his second foul. Team 4th with 5:59 to go in the second. 15-11. And Elm Creek's turned it over 11 times in this game. And Kramer at the line, short off the front of the rim. 53% on the year. He's got 4 today. He had 22 and 9 against Perkins County on Friday. 16 points per game for the senior. Back in is Isaiah Quintana. Cade Sint comes out with that second foul. 15-11. Maywood-Hayes Center not scored yet in the quarter. They will there on the Kramer free throw. He has 5. 5-point advantage for the home team Wolves here from the D1-10 sub-semis. Right side with Patel at the top of that 1-3-1 now. Left corner it comes. Open 3. Quintana up. No. Rebound. Carter Erickson high points that. It goes back into traffic. Works to the right side. Can't get it to go, but he draws a foul. He'll get 2 free throws.
Erickson doing a lot of dirty work down there, getting a bunch of rebounds.
He's strong. He is a physical kid inside, and that'll be the second foul on Hayden Farr, team 5th, with 5:44 to go in the second. And Erickson, terrific foul line shooter, 70%, puts the first one in. He's got 7 points in the game for the Buffaloes. Farr will check out. Ingeson back in with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Erickson, 12 points, 7 rebounds per game. He's hit 20 or more 5 times this year. 8 already in this game. Pulls the Buffaloes back within 3. Closest it's been since right away. I think it was a 4-0 lead at one point. Sellers across the timeline. Comes into the right corner to Cotter Cox. He'll come out of the corner. Between the circles to Patel. Left side now. It's Ingeson driving in, running. Shot no, but a lot of contact. He'll get free throws. He certainly got hacked on the way up. And that foul charge to Erickson, his first, team 5th on the Buffaloes. 5:28 to go in the second. And Ingeson to the line for 2 free throws. A good foul line shooter this year himself. First one is up, short off the front of the rim. He's got 4 points today. Subs in, Sint and Watkins back in, and Farr back in for the Wolves.
Ingeson shoots 63% from free throw.
Shot the most on the year, over 100. He averaged 11 points per game as a freshman, 12 last year, now 11 this junior year. Pretty good stat line there through 3 years. He rattles that one in. He's got 5, and the Wolf lead is back to 4. 17-13, 5:26 second quarter action. Again, a little slow start offensively to the quarter, just like the first. It finished pretty strong. Knapp left side. And needs to find a teammate. Will find the high post. It goes through the hands of Watkins. And man, Elm Creek's just had many like that. That high post pass has not been, I mean, that was a good one, but
easy looks.
They've not been able to connect on that. 5 minutes, second quarter. Kramer into the hands of Ingeson between the circles. Again, it's such a tall team, but a lot of outside play. Ingeson right corner to Farr. Tries the 3, maybe foot on the line 2. Short, long rebound out to Cade Sint. He'll bounce past to Brummels in the front court. Comes into the hands of, I'll slow it up here with Isaiah Quintana. 4:40 second quarter. Buffaloes down 4, 17-13. Erickson now on the bench, their main scorer. A lot of guard play. Around the perimeter it comes near side of Quintana. He'll come into the right corner. Cade Sint gets an open look. And short backside rebound though to Trent Watkins. Another opportunity for the Buffaloes off the miss. Quintana, backdoor pass to Watkins. Got 2 defenders in the air. Fouled on the way up. He'll get free throws. A lot of contact. He got 2 of them skying into the air, and that will be a foul to John Patel, his first.
A lot of
team 6th.
A lot of confidence for him to go in there amongst the trees.
No kidding. Watkins, 5'10", and felt like me in high school. Although against 6'6" and 6'5", I didn't even bother with that. He misses the first free throw. Buffaloes 2 of 5, 56% on the year at the line.
Unfortunately, I've been on the wrong end of a couple of tall guys.
Shea Hubbard checks back in. Back in for Maywood-Hayes Center, I believe. They got a starting group out there for Coach Hamilton. Second free throw here for Watkins to try to pull him within 3, and he will. 4 points for the senior. 17-14. Elm Creek an 8-2 run here in this second quarter. Almost halfway through. Cox, high right, hard screen by Kramer. Left side it comes, handoff into the hands of Farr, right side. He'll come up between the circles to Cox. Kramer just set a ton of screens. This time he rolls, he not opening up. They go down low to Ingeson. Ingeson in traffic, puts it off the glass and in. He's got 7. I think that play looked like it was designed for Kramer all along, but Ingeson able to get it, and it's Wolves back up 5, 19-14, broke down that defense.
Ingeson had the mismatch with Watkins on there, 5'10 against 6'6.
High right, it's sent. Erickson coming back into the game. He's sat for quite a while. Right corner, Quintana. 3:37 second quarter. Kind of feel like Elm Creek might need a timeout here. Sent high right, picks up his dribble, needs help, still needs help, able to find Shea Hubbard. He'll attack into the elbow, kick back to Sent. He'll travel out on the wing. And Elm Creek, really, with 13 turnovers today, they're lucky to be within 5 right now.
For sure. A lot of unforced turnovers that could have led to more points for Maywood.
That one, it's one of those turnovers that if you're going to do it, I guess better to not give up a layup on the other end.
Exactly. This is one of those turnovers that you can go down and set your defense up.
And now they get a steal on the inbound. Sellers trying to take it back away and loses it out. But it'll be Elm Creek ball underneath. The Sellers inbound. He lost that. It was 4th turnover on Maywood-Hayes Center. Well, Buffalo's down 5 to inbound. They got Erickson back in the game. Inbound looks. They'll come into Erickson out on the wing now. Right corner, open 3 for Bo Knapp. Too hard. Backside rebound is tipped and into the corner to Cotter Cox. And then his pass, Knapp takes that away. He'll throw it up in traffic, miss it. Erickson reaching over Cox and is going to get fouled for a push foul from behind.
Erickson just jumped on top of Kyler Cox's back there, and we're going to get a timeout.
And that'll be the second foul on him. Team 5th, and we've got a quick timeout by Maywood-Hayes Center. 19-14, back to the D1-10 subs after this. It's 19-14, 3:10 to go in the second quarter. That timeout taken, I believe, by Maywood-Hayes Center there first. 19-14, Wolves by 5 with the ball. They're able to get it into Cotter Cox. Erickson staying out there with 2 fouls. I think Coach Cavity probably thinking he's got to stay on the court for us to be in this game. Across the timeline, Cox gets a screen. Now to the hands of Ingeson. They got a switch there. Erickson not guarding Ingeson. Now it's guarded instead by Bo Knapp. Right side to Cox. Elm Creek switching on screens here. A lot of screening from Maywood-Hayes Center too. Right side it comes into the hands of Cox. Into the right corner against the man-to-man defense. Ingeson watches a cutting Farr. Instead to Kramer on the wing. He'll skip near side for Cotter Cox. Kramer pops out front between the circles. Back left wing. Patient offense. 2:30 to go second quarter. Cox left corner 3 is up too hard. Backside rebound. Cade Sint in a lot of height, able to grab it. He's done a good job on the glass. 19-14, Buffaloes within 5 here. Comes left side, driving, kicking corner. Brummels down low to Erickson, got inside positioning, up and in. Tough shot in a lot of traffic, and he's got 10. And Buffaloes back within 3, 19-16. Good things happen when the Buffaloes can get Carter Erickson a bucket. 2 minutes, second quarter here from McGann in the D1-10 sub-semis. Ingeson at the top of the key, right side, back to Ingeson. Left side now, into Ingeson in the short corner. Bangs his way in, kicks back out, sets up Farr for an open 3, and he'll hit. Hayden Farr knocks down the first 3 for Maywood-Hayes Center. They were 0 for 5 before that. His 4th of the year, believe it or not. Wow. And it's a 6-point lead. Big shot there from the junior. The minute 36 to go in the second. Can Elm Creek answer? Buffaloes. Hubbard goes right corner. Brummer's going to try the 3. The lefty misses it long. Backside rebound all Kramer. That one well off from Nick Brummels. Minute 20, second quarter. Maywood-Hayes Center up 6 with the ball. Our largest lead of 9 earlier.
When Elm Creek gets the ball down into the short corner, it turns out pretty well for them, but they've stayed on the perimeter most of this quarter.
Cox in the right corner with a minute 10 to go. Wolves in white here, slow it up with Sellers. Averaging 63 a game. Probably not getting to that today, but So this is one of those games, win is a win. You don't care how it comes. Right corner, Cox enters it in for Kramer, a little high. They're going to get a foul from behind on Cade Sint, and that'll be Cade Sint's third. 6'1" junior picks up his third, and it's the 7th team foul. So it's a 1-and-1 with 58 seconds to go for Hayden Kramer here in the first half. Checking in is Quinn Oberg back in for the Buffaloes. Back in for Elm Creek, or Maywood-Hayes Center rather, is John Patel, Gage Gerlach.
Kramer might have manipulated the jump in a way that it looked like more of a foul than it probably was.
He's at the line for 1-and-1 here. 1 for 2 today. 5 points for the senior. This one drilled. Maywood-Hayes Center 58% as a team from the line. Today 4 for 7. Make it 5 for 8. Kramer hits both. He'll check out. Back in is Patel with an 8-point lead now for the Wolves with a minute to go in our first half.
This was down to 3 just about a minute ago.
Winner gets St. Patrick's Thursday night. And what figures, no matter who it is, to be a fantastic matchup. High right, Hubbard, left side. Knapp, left corner now. Out of the corners, Oberg. Back to Knapp, 43 seconds. He'll bounce pass near side. Hubbard will attack into the right elbow. Stop there. Backdoor pass left side, left corner. Oberg, open three, is up, way off the mark. Backside rebound on the floor. Should have a jump ball. No, wrestled away by Erickson somehow with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Left corner, baseline drive. Oberg stops, floater, no. Rebound, Erickson. Right side, put back, yes. He just lives on that block. And it's 24-18.
Such a strong kid rebounding down under there.
He's got 12, 15 seconds to go here. Coach Hamilton puts the one up again. Sellers out front, left side into the left corner. Patel with 9 seconds. Patel with 8, with 7. Starts to dribble, carried right on the right elbow. Got his hand just under the ball enough for the 5th turnover. We'll send it back to Elm Creek with 6 seconds to go. 24-18 the score. And Elm Creek will have 6 seconds to work with here.
Similar situation to the end of the first quarter. Elm Creek had about 5 seconds to get a shot up.
They'll get it in to Oberg with 5, with 4. Oberg right side, open 3 for Knapp. Good if it goes. No, and that'll end our first half of play between Maywood-Hayes Center and Elm Creek from the D1-10 sub-semifinal round. 24-18 at the half. Maywood-Hayes Center with the lead. We'll come back with halftime numbers from North Platte St. Pat's right after this on Husker Radio. Back here at the half from the D1-10 sub-semifinals, it's Maywood-Hayes Center 24 and Elm Creek 18 here at the break from the D1-10 sub-semifinal. Winner gets St. Pat's Thursday, and low-scoring first half, low-scoring second quarter. Maywood-Hayes Center closes that, though, on a little bit of a run, I think at least a 4-0 run to push the lead back to 6, 24-18. Her staff numbers, Maywood-Hayes Center 15-9 by quarter, 24 in the half. Led by Hayden Farr with 9. He had the only 3 as well. 7 for Ingeson, 7 for Kramer. Your top 3 scorers doing the damage. Kyler Cox with 1. Wolves 1 of 6 from downtown. They were 5 of 8 at the charity stripe in this game. 5 turnovers and a total of 6 fouls. 2 for Farr and 2 for Kramer. Led by as many as 9. They lead by 6 here at the break. For Elm Creek, 6-12 by quarter, 18.5. It's been Carter Erickson, 14 of the team, actually 12, I believe, of the team's 18 points. 4 for Trent Watkins and 2 for Nick Bremmels. 1 for 8 from downtown, the only 3 coming from Watkins. They were 3 of 6 of the charity stripe. The biggest number for Elm Creek was 13 first-half turnovers. Much too many there in that first half. Never led. It did commit 7 fouls. Sent with 3, Erickson with 2 for Elm Creek. Again, it's 24-18. Buffaloes trailing Maywood-Hayes Center here in the D1-10 sub-semifinal round. Winner will get St. Pat's again on Thursday. And a game will be played for the D1-10 championship game. That will be at 7 o'clock right here at the McGann Activity Center. Again, 24-18 right now at the half. We'll take a short time out here, and then we'll come back with more from the D1-10 sub-semifinal round on Husker Radio. Welcome back here at the half of our D1-10 sub-semifinal round. It is Maywood-Hayes Center leading Elm Creek 24-18 here in this one from the McGann Activity Center. St. Pat's awaits the winner. They defeated earlier today South Loup 69-52 to move in to the sub-final game again Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Some scores from the area. I know Hershey got a victory earlier today. They knocked off Sandhills Valley to win that one by a final of, I don't remember what it was exactly.
I think it was 51-42.
I think that sounds right.
It was close. It was close to that.
You got Wallace picking up a win?
Yep, Wallace picking up a win, 62-46 over Juanita Palisade. Cozad in their first round beats Chase County 56-45.
They are they're hosting a sub. Cozad is. Of course, you got Paxton playing tonight in Mullen. That's a game up north. That is. In Mullen, it's probably getting underway here because that was the second game of that one, and so
Bridgeport beats Perkins County in their first round, 54-43.
That was one I think some folks thought that's a D1 team that, you know, if Perkins County would have potentially pulled the upset over Bridgeport and then maybe even over Layton, they could have been the 16 seed to where whoever is the top seed. Right now, I think with that win earlier today, I think St. Pat's will have the top seed in Class D1 no matter what. Even if they would lose Thursday, I think they'd hold on to it for a district final, and that bears mentioning that these two teams are already into a district final no matter what happens here today.
That sub-district up in Mullen, Paxton is currently up on Hyannis 35-18 in the third quarter.
Should be a good matchup if they do get Mullen. I'm guessing Mullen probably moved on. They played earlier today. Here 24-18 at the half again, Maywood-Hayes Center over Elm Creek. First time I think these two teams have ever played each other, by the way. You know, Elm Creek's been a D1 team for so long, and Maywood-Hayes Center hasn't been in the D1 ranks, near as much in their history. Of course, this co-op, began 8 years ago. It bears mentioning, by the way, Maywood-Hayes Center, in the first 5 years of the co-op, won 20 games total. 5 years, 20 wins. 2 years ago, went 16-9. They lost at McGann to Maxwell in the semis by 1 in this same gymnasium. Last year went 17-10, losing to Dundee County Stratton in the subfinal. They got a wild card, lost in the district final to Elgin Public Pope John. And so they're trying to change that script now and get in to the state tournament here this year. And that's a credit, though, to Coach Hamilton and the terrific job he's done with this group. And obviously this is a really special group for Maywood-Hayes Center. Meanwhile, for Elm Creek, last year lost in the subs to SEM in overtime. They made a district final a couple years ago. They'll get back to one, though. So they've got a group that's been to a district final. They qualified last in 2019 for state. Maywood-Hayes Center, by the way, never qualified for state as Maywood-Hayes Center. Maywood last qualified in 1964. Hayes Center back in 2012. It's been a while, and the Wolves are trying to get there. So is Elm Creek. Both will have a chance. In this game, it means something. Don't get me wrong, because both coaches want to win to get in to the sub-final. They want to win their way into state or district final. But seeding-wise, not a whole lot's going to change. Again, I don't think St. Pat's changes no matter what happens Thursday. I'm not sure Maywood-Hayes Center changes much. Elm Creek's number 3. So probably not a whole lot of change seeding-wise no matter what happens in this game and Thursday as well. That's the ironic thing. But other than momentum for your team, and you want a big victory and an opportunity to get one, we'll see who can get it done. 24-18 here. We'll come back here for the second half in just a moment. Welcome back for the start of the second half here from the McGann Activity Center. Tanner Struckman with you, Harmon Johnson. Also have Jack Condon on our video producing side. It's a warm gymnasium here at McGann. It has been a packed-in gymnasium. Maywood-Hayes Center. Tell you what, I think everybody from Maywood-Hayes Center's here.
There's quite a few people on this side of the gymnasium. It's a great crowd.
Elm Creek traveled well, too. I knew they would. They came to McGann to play St. Pat's back in December, and that was a pretty packed-in gymnasium. This one is as well. Maywood-Hayes Center will start with the ball and a 6-point lead, and they will get tied up in the backcourt, and they'll turn it over as Cox got tied up by Watkins, and Maywood-Hayes Center turns it over to start the second half.
It was a good quick jump to get the trap there in the backcourt. Paid off.
Only the 6th turnover. You could tell Coach Cavity wanted that one. He drew that up right there. 1-3-1 zone here from Maywood-Hayes Center. And bounce pass into the left corner. Third quarter getting started, and Watkins loses it out, and he'll give it right back. Lost it out on the baseline. The 14th turnover for Elm Creek. Just too many of those.
You're exactly right. Way too many turnovers, and some of them have been pretty unforced.
Coach Cavity wanted a foul on that one. Cox with 20 seconds gone in the third quarter, up 6 with the ball. Out near the spike line, dribbles with his left, bounce past his left side into the hands of Jet Sellers. Screened by Ingeson, he'll roll down, no pass. Now they go down low, and I think maybe for Kramer, I'm not sure, but it was tipped and stolen away. We've started the third quarter with 3 turnovers in our first 30 seconds. Let's punch restart on this quarter. Baseline drive, Watkins. He'll skip up top into the hands of Hubbard. Left corner, Sint drives in. Sint floats one on the baseline, up and in. Off the glass, his first points. They needed him to get going. No points, 3 fouls in that first half. He's averaging 8 points per game. Finally gets on the board, 24-20. Elm Creek within 4. Ingeson at the free throw line. Hands off to Kramer. Top of the key, 3 straight away. In and out. Offensive rebound. Ingeson, though, goes back inside in traffic. Can't get it to go off the rim, but held all the way up. He'll get free throws. So Jeremiah Ingeson at the line, the 6'6 junior. 7 points today, 1 of 2 at the charity stripe today. We'll get a pair of free throws here. On the first foul of the second half by the Buffaloes. It's the first on Knapp, and he'll drill that free throw. 6:55 third quarter. Ingeson now with 8 in the game. Maywood-Hayes Center 6 of 9 at the charity stripe today. Second free throw, missed. Rebound, Erickson. He's likely got a double-double already. He's been a rebounding machine. He has 12 points already. 6:50 to go in the third, 25-20. Buffaloes. Bo Knapp, bounce pass up near midcourt. Right side, Hubbard dribbles into the three-point line, stops there, back to Knapp. Comes left, into the left corner. Sint trying to drive baseline, cut off this time. Out to the wing, 6:35. High post, here's Watkins turning and shooting an elbow shot, doesn't go. Baseline rebound to Sint, in traffic, lost it, in the way in, and stolen away. Another turnover for the Buffaloes. Good hands in there by the Wolves, 6:20 to go in the third. Maywood-Hayes Center up 5. Boy, Elm Creek has had some chances here to up their lead. Collision inside, no call. Cox comes up top to Kramer, and he'll swing it right side for Ingerson. Back out front. Hayden Kramer posted up now. He works, turns and shoots in the lane. It rolls around and drops in. Hayden Kramer now with 9, and the Wolves back up 7. 6 minutes to go here in our third quarter. Buffaloes with Knapp out front. Bounce passes left corner. Sint in the corner. Down low to Erickson, and Sellers got called for a hold laying on the ground. Must have put his hands up as he was down on the ground, and he'll pick up his second foul. Team first of the second half. 27-20, 5:48 to go in the third. Sellers will check out. John Patel back in. Sellers, by the way, mentioned we went out with an ankle injury. He's definitely favoring it a little bit, but he's played since then.
He's having a conversation with our training staff right now.
Oop play to Erickson, not a good pass, tipped and into the hands of Kyler Cox. Another turnover for the Buffaloes. Elm Creek down 7. Maywood-Hayes Center with the ball. 5:30 to go, third quarter. Kramer gets it out near the spike line, tightly guarded by Watkins. Comes up top, right side Cox. And a screen set. Cox swings left side, Patel not shooting. He'll come back up front to Cox, and he'll reset the offense. And he'll come back near wing. They go to the high post, the elbow to Kramer. He'll turn and shoot, falling away, misses it, rebound, tipped out into the hands of Farr. He'll reset again with Cox. 5:07, third quarter, 27-20. Maywood-Hayes Center trying to move on. Get their 24th win of the year. Right side. Here's Ingerson driving, kicking out to Kramer. He'll try the three on the wing. Put it up and in. And Hayden Kramer has 12 points in the game. Timeout, Elm Creek. 4:51 to go here in our third quarter. Elm Creek down 10. Timeout, Buffaloes. Timeout, Buffaloes. Maywood-Hayes Center grabbing their largest lead of the game, 30-20 here in our third quarter from the McGann Activities Center. And Coach Cavity taking his second timeout here to settle his team down here. Buffaloes only a 6-2 run for Maywood-Hayes Center through the first 3 minutes, but the 2 is the problem if you're a Buffaloes fan. Across the timeline, a screen right for Knapp. He'll attack into the right corner to Quintana. Back to Knapp. 1-3-1 zone. Quintana's the three-point shooter. He's in that corner. He's open right now. Now Ingerson floats down to gobble, or rather, Farr floats down to gobble up. Ball comes in the left corner to Brummel's down low pass through the hands of everyone. Quintana picks it up in the backcourt, saves it. Passes left for Sint. He'll drive in traffic, off the glass, rims off, rebound. Carter Erickson with one hand and fouled from behind, and an and one for Carter Erickson. He's got 14 with the and one. And John Patel picks up the foul from behind. He's second, team second with 4:18 to go in the third, 30-22. And Erickson creates shots so much on the rebound.
Such a strong player on the rebound.
Free throw here for Erickson. Not many of those, misses it, and the rebound to Kramer. And it'll remain an 8-point lead for Maywood-Hayes Center with 4:12 to go in our third quarter. Tyler Cox directing the offense. Look at Coach Hamilton. And he'll dribble left side now. Cox directing with his left hand, dribbling with his right, comes right side to Farr. Into the right corner, Ingerson. Kramer posted up, instead comes back right wing. Farr, open three is up and dropped. Hayden Farr came in 3 for 12 all year. He is 2 for 2 from downtown, and the Wolves lead by 11.
3-point game starting to come alive in this second half.
Here's a driving Knapp. Stops in the lane. Bounce passes out to the wing. Down low to Erickson. Finds a cutting Brommel's layup. Blocked by Kramer. Maywood-Hayes Center with the ball up 11. 3:30 to play here in the third. Cox comes right side, and Maywood-Hayes Center now on the move. Into the lane. Kicks out. Here's the open Farr three again. Short this time. Rebound. Cade Sint. Boy, the gym on this side would have lifted off with that three dropping. Other way, Sint driving. Finds Erickson underneath. Layup missed, but he's fouled. He'll get free throws.
Good strong
take.
take.
Kyler Cox with his first foul. Team third. And it will be Erickson with 2 free throws, 14 points for the 6'3" senior. In 70% on the year. Today 2 for 3, and that one drops. It's 33-23, and you get the feeling that if Elm Creek gets back in this game, it's going to be because of Carter Erickson.
For sure.
At some point, somebody else is going to have to start scoring, though, for him. He's got almost all the points in the second half, and now 15 of the 23, may get 16 of the 24. Sub in for him will be Quinn Oberg. He'll get a breather, and that makes it 33-24. And again, Maywood-Hayes Center doesn't sub a lot, so the matchups when Erickson comes out are certainly in the favor of Maywood-Hayes Center here. Cox in the backcourt, picks up his dribble away in the backcourt, and Coach Hamilton gets a timeout, and he'll take one with 3:01 to go here in the third quarter. 33-24. Wolves up 9 with the ball, and we've got a timeout. Welcome in our viewers from Elm Creek or Maywood or Hayes Center or anywhere else around the state. Certainly getting a lot of attention on this D1-10 sub-final. Certainly those are sub-semis. Those in all of D1 probably keeping a close eye on tonight. St. Pat's winning earlier today 69-52 over South Loup. Tight game though. That was a 1-point game going to the fourth. And Irish kind of exploded in the fourth quarter. Here, Elm Creek down 9. Maywood-Hayes Center just shy of their largest lead. They've got the ball as well. Elm Creek's been offensively challenged outside of Carter Erickson. Anguson right side for the Wolves. In the white with a lime green accent. Goes inside to Kramer. Triple team. Fights through it. Throws up a shot. Missed it. Rebound. Nice box out there in the backcourt by Shea Hubbard. He'll get it to Brummels, or Oberg rather. Left corner Quintana. Not shooting. He's the three-point shooter too. Erickson on the bench right now, so where will the offense come from? Hubbard right corner. Oberg will try the three there. Short. Rebound. Got his own. Comes out of the corner. Right wing again to Shea Hubbard, the 6-foot senior. He'll find Watkins, who dribbles in. Bounce passes Quintana left corner. Watkins again, 2:20 to go in the third. Drives in, 15-footer rimmed off. Good box out from everybody, and Kramer able to grab the rebound for the Wolves with a 2:16 to go, and there's a foul on Watkins in the backcourt. Run alongside Kramer. That'll be Watkins first, team second, 33-24. And Jet Sellers checking back in. He's still, you can tell, favoring one of his ankles here. Ingeson comes out with 2:15 to go here in the third. Maywood-Hayes Center gets it into Sellers with 2:13 to go. Up third, in the third, up 9. Sellers works right side, high post, right elbow. Kramer turns and skips offside for Farr. Drives in, kicks back out. Sellers with a screen from Farr, left wing. Picks up his dribble, goes to the high post to Kramer, chins the ball, holds it out, now throws it almost into the hands of Elm Creek, but Cox able to keep it for the Wolves. Goes back to Kramer on the elbow. Help defense comes, gets around it. Passes left side, long two by Farr is up and in. Boy, Hayden Farr has been the difference. He's got 14 in the game, and it's an 11-point lead for the Wolves again. Another way, coast to coast is Brummels. His shot blocked. Rebound Wolves. Up 11 with 1:36 to go in the third and the ball.
I think Brummels got too deep on that layup attempt.
Carter Erickson checking back in, as is Cade Sint, two of their top scorers this year. Kramer on the elbow, right corner, sets up Sellers, wide open three, too hard. Backside rebound, Quintana. Boy, that would have been a big shot. In transition, finds Oberg, drives in. Oberg's layup blocked. Other way it goes. That's a good hustle back by the Wolves. 35-24 with the lead, and there's an offensive foul called on Sellers, as he did use a little bit of his arm there to clear out the defense. And that'll be Jet Sellers' third foul, team fourth with 1:08 to go in the third. And a turnover back to Elm Creek. Carter Erickson checking back in.
I think not only did he use his arm a little bit on that, but it kind of hit up in the above the shoulders, kind of in the neck face area. So it was a little easier for the official to call.
Kind of like a sack to the quarterback high.
Yeah.
You're never going to get away with it.
Right.
Even if it wasn't high, you're probably still not going to get away with it.
Right.
Into the right corner, down low. It comes to Erickson, got underneath, good position, in lane, puts it up and in. It's a good quick find, and that's something Elm Creek, if they work quickly, they can get it in there. He's got now 18, 35-26, other way in transition. Patel down low to Ingeson. Good hustle back by Watkins to swat that one away. That was going to be a layup.
Was. Or a dunk.
Yeah, Maywood-Hayes Center, they put on a show in the pregame warm-ups. Haven't had a chance yet to dunk it. I can't imagine there have been too many games where they haven't had one. Back inside, there's a design play. I think to throw it back to Kramer, but he wasn't quite ready for it. And a turnover, Maywood-Hayes Center. Sint, right corner to Erickson, 38 seconds to go in the third. Hubbard drives in, down low pass. Watkins in the lane, up and missed it. Got his own rebound in a ton of traffic. Put back, missed again. And Sellers comes up with it for Maywood-Hayes Center. They'll bring it into the front court with 23 seconds to go. And again, Coach Hamilton calls for last shot, up 9 with the ball. Low scoring game, not quite the offense we thought it would be. Aiden Kramer out near the spike line, holds it with 12 seconds to work with. Now with 9, starts to dribble. Step back, he'll take the three, fading away, missed it badly. Offensive putback though by Patel, up and in! And a three-quarter court heave is short, and that ends the third quarter. Boy, John Patel saving that one, putting the up and under layup to put the Wolves back up 11, 37-26. Fourth quarter coming up right after this. Start of the fourth quarter coming up here from the D1-10 sub-district semis. 37-26, Maywood-Hayes Center with an 11-point lead. Gonna need D1 finals to pass along quickly here.
Well, in terms of teams to watch, in regards to who gets wild cards, Meade has beat Cedar Bluffs 53-14. There's a pass down underneath.
And John Patel gets a layup on the inbound, and just like that, Maywood-Hayes Center up 13.
Layton beat Hemingford earlier today, 78-35. Ansley Litchfield beat Burwell 54-25, and Johnson Brock beat Humboldt Table Rock Steeners 73-37.
Here's a driving Bo Knapp, and he puts it up in traffic and in his first bucket. The senior, big point to answer that 11-point lead, and now Sint nearly takes it away from Cox, able to find Kramer at midcourt. He'll one-hand it right into the hands of Carter Erickson, though. Didn't know where that pass was going. Erickson, left corner, Knapp in transition three, way too hard. And the rebound, all Maywood-Hayes Center. They'll find Cox with 7:17 to go. 39-28. Cox left side, hands off on the wing to Patel. Big bucket right at the end of the third quarter there. Right corner, down low, backdoor pass. In traffic, shot up by Patel, off the glass and in. How about 6 points in the 6'5 sophomore, over his average of 5 a game. And the Wolves push the lead back to 13.
He rose up above his defender and just shot the ball over top.
Ball out front, left corner now to Cade Sint. And try to find Erickson at the elbow. He fakes left, goes right, got around his defender, in and an and one. 20 for Connor Erickson. Oh, great move. Fake with his right, went left, and boy, just burned the defender for the and one. And the foul is charged to Hayden Farr. That'll be his third. Team fifth of the half for Maywood-Hayes Center. Jet Sellers in, Connor Cox out with 6:43 to go. And Erickson trying to will his team back into this game, down 11. 20 of the 30 coming from number 4. Certainly got a double-double, too.
What a performance.
His 6th 20-point effort of the year. And a free throw here to make it a 10-point game. And he will not. The rebound all Kramer for Maywood-Hayes Center. 41-30. Maywood-Hayes Center quickly into the front court. This is where you got to get back. Baseline drive. Ingerson took an extra step and traveled. Yep.
Erickson did a good job of just walling off and not allowing his offensive guy to move back inside, forcing the travel.
So 6:35 to go in the fourth. 41-30. Elm Creek down 11, but just have not been able to get closer for quite some time. Knapp with a screen out front. Comes back left side with a screen. Goes to the high post. Erickson fakes left, goes right again. This time hedged off nicely. Driving, kicking, right, left corner. Out of the corner, Knapp driving, setting up a corner three for Oberg is up and in and out. Just hasn't gone for him today. He's 0 for 3. Elm Creek's only hit 1 3 all game. They're 1 for 12. Sellers in transition, stripped on the way in. Sint will take it away. And a turnover. Sint into the front court, 6 minutes to go. Sint driving, bounce pass Erickson, one power dribble, got around, reverse layup, and an and one! Boy, I don't know. They got Hayden Kramer with the foul. Oh, no. They got Sellers with it.
I didn't see much of it, but...
Well, I knew it wasn't Kramer because he was behind, but they must have gotten Sellers underneath.
That's a big foul for Sellers.
That's his fourth and team 6th. And with 5:53 to go, Erickson with now 22. Sellers goes to the bench with 4 fouls with 5:53 to go. 41-32, Wolves lead is down to 9. Erickson will try to make it 8. He will not, and we'll have a lane violation on the Wolves.
Erickson knew.
Excuse me, the Buffaloes.
Erickson knew he had missed the free throw and entered the lane just a little too early.
I think we've got some blood on Knapp, so he'll have to come out. Training staff coming over and getting a look at his left elbow. They'll sub in Hubbard for him. With 5:53 to go. 41-32. Little 4-0 run for Elm Creek, but still down 9. Cox in the backcourt. Works against Erickson in the backcourt. Cox across the timeline. Able to get into the hands of Ingeson. Right side. Into the right elbow to Kramer. Draws a triple team. Able to kick it back out though. Comes to Cox out front with 5:36 to go. Then to Kramer. Tip ball. I wasn't ready for it, but he got it back out to Cox. Timeout, Coach Hamilton, with 5:30 to go here in the fourth. 41-32. Wolves with the ball and a 9-point lead from the D1-10 sub-semis. 41-32, a little lower scoring game in this D1-10 Sud semi. It is Elm Creek down 9, Maywood-Hayes Center really controlled this game top to bottom. They have not trailed yet, not had a tie. They jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Elm Creek had it within 3, and then it's been pretty much a 7, 8, 9-point lead for most of this second half. Ball comes into Ingeson in the backcourt, 5:29 to go with the ball and the lead. Cox gets it, guarded by Quintana. Cox comes left wing, handing it off. Farr out front to Patel. He'll drive left side into the corner. Farr, open three, but passes and drives instead. Off the glass, no, but fouled. And Cade Sitt's going to get his 4th foul, I believe. It will be team 3rd. Free throws for Hayden Farr, who has 14 to lead the Wolves today. His 15th double-figure game of the year. And at the foul line for the first time today, where he's 62% on the year. A swish there. Sellers back in.
Playing with 4. Got to be careful.
And a little bit of a limp, but he's played through it. Patel out. He's played good off the bench, 6 points. Free throw up for Farr, and he buries it. He's playing pretty confidently right now. Couple threes, couple free throws, couple twos, and a game-high 16 for the Wolves to push the lead back to 11 with 5:06 to go. Elm Creek ball. They've only hit 1 3 in this game. Left corner, Quintana. He's their main shooter. Short on that one, and it's a one and done as Kramer grabs the rebound quickly into the front court. Stops at the high post. Left side Farr. Down low Ingeson. Good find. In traffic. Missed shot. Rebound to Brummels. Across the timeline. Brummels in traffic. Driving. Layup. No. Some contact. No call. Rebound into the corner. Now a Wolf is down. Erickson to the left block. Misses the point blank shot. Sellers loses the rebound. It's saved. And he's able to outlet it. Boy, a lot of contact both ways there. They let that whole thing play.
That was a very interesting couple of possessions there.
4:20 to go in the 4th quarter. Wolves slow it down, up 11 with the ball. Jeremiah Ingeson gets it right side. Hands off to Sellers. Comes up top to Kramer. Left side to Farr. Back out front, Ingeson will drive. Stops at the elbow. Lost it on a tip out by Elm Creek. It'll remain Maywood-Hayes center ball near sideline. Hubbard back in. Quinn Oberg back in for the Buffaloes. 4:06 to go, 43-32. Maywood-Hayes Center leading over Elm Creek here in the D1-10 sub-semis. Ball goes through the hands of Ingeson. Race for it. Erickson and Ingeson on the floor. Now Ingeson able to pick it up, save it in the backcourt, and able to get into the front court to a teammate, and they'll slow it up. Kramer in the left corner, under 4 to go. Down low. Shot in the lane. Farr off the glass. Boy, I tell you, Hayden Farr, the junior's been awesome. 18 points, and he's pushed the lead back to 13 again. Erickson in the right corner. Trying to get out of the corner. Comes wing to Hubbard. Left side. Around the perimeter. Left corner. 3 up. Quintana, yes. Elm Creek hits their 2nd 3 of the game, and they'll take a timeout. Quintana's 27th of the year to lead the team. Drops the deficit to 10 with 3:31 to go. Coach Cavity takes a timeout. Back after this on the D1-10 sub-final. Timeout from Coach Cavity makes it 45-35. Elm Creek down 10. Elm Creek hitting just their 2nd 3. They're 2 for 14 today. They average about 5 makes per game, so well under that today. Going to need more. Down 10 here in the 4th quarter. Maywood-Hayes Center now. Let's see what Coach Hamilton draws up for an offense if he wants to slow things down or keep the pedal to the metal. Up 10 here with 3:31 to go. Elm Creek got a bunch of fouls to give when it gets to that point. Only 3 so far, but we're a ways away from that. Full court pressure here for the first time. They get it into Kramer. Leaks out. 2-on-2. Left side. He'll attack into the lane around the defender. Off the glass. No, but he drew contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Just tough to slow him down. And that's Erickson's 3rd. Team 4th with 3:26 to go. Up 10. And Hayden Kramer at the line. He's got 12 points today, 3 of 4 at the charity stripe. Senior puts the first one and rattles all around and drops in.
That one definitely used all the real estate. About twice over.
46-35. Maywood-Hayes Center up 11. Second free throw, Kramer missed it. Rebound Quintana for the Buffaloes. Down 11, 3:20 to go. Into the left corner, Knapp. Looking for Quintana, who just hit a three, finds Erickson instead. He'll hop into the lane, kick into the right corner. Brummels will try the three there, rim off the rim, rebound Quintana. Comes back up front to Oberg. Back to Quintana, open look for him, blocked. Kramer got a touch on it. He leaked out. He's not open. They don't see him though, and they'll slow it up. It's a good look. Just a good hustle play there by Kramer to get a touch on it. And Maywood-Hayes center ball with 2:50 to go. 46-35. Far near side Ingeson with an 11-point lead. Man-to-man defense. Maywood-Hayes center slow things up a little bit here. Sellers, right side, dangerous pass, and Brummels going for a steal. Picks up the foul. Going for a little too tight there. His first, team fifth. Sent back in along with Hubbard or Elm Creek. And Maywood-Hayes center to inbound here with 2:38 to go. Sellers comes into Cox near midcourt. Gets it into the hands of Ingeson, far side to far, through his hands and out of bounds. Turnover, Wolves.
Buffaloes have done a pretty good job on the inbounds, double teaming Kramer. Kramer's been hanging out near the bucket. Pays off, forcing the turnover.
2:32 to go in the fourth, 46-35. Maywood-Hayes Center trying to advance to face St. Pat's. What would be the sub-final Thursday at 7 o'clock here at McGann. Elm Creek, right side, open three, Quintana up, too hard, rebound, all Kramer. There's nobody in to rebound either. And quickly Kramer into the front court, coast to coast, hammered. Might be on the floor. I don't know that he ever got a shot up.
I don't think he did.
They're signaling on the floor. It'll be the second foul on Brummels. Team sixth. It'll be Maywood-Hayes Center underneath. Kramer coming out. Patella and Kramer maybe a little ginger on that foot. We'll see. Maybe not. Yeah, I think trainer's coming down just to look at him. And Sellers a little banged up in this game. 2:13 to go in the fourth. 46-35. Sellers to inbound. Right corner to Patel. Down low to Sellers into the traffic. Kicks out front to Cox. Wisely uses some clock here. Up 11. They're going to play keep away as long as they can here. Cox gets it. And you got an experienced group of guards out there. Cox, senior, been playing for 4 years. And there's a hold call. Elm Creek trying to get the tie up. Instead got the foul. And that'll be Cade Sinton. He'll foul out with 2 points today. His day done. 6'1" junior. Will finish up with 2 points. Been a tough day for him.
It has, and I think he would have had the jump ball, but his teammate, number 10, Hubbard, went in there and kind of forced a little bit of a mix-up of contact, and he might have got the arm instead of the ball.
Quintana in, and now 1-1 for Cotter Cox. 1 point today, came early in the game, and the senior misses the free throw. A one and done. That creates pretty much a turnover. 2 minutes to go. Up 11 though. Elm Creek only 2 made threes. They're going to need something they haven't done yet in this game. Hubbard, top to Knapp, left corner. Quintana can't shoot. That's the thing. This team closes out. They're long too, so you've got to get a quick shot off. Right side, driving in, stopping, kicking corner. Out of the corner, driving in all the way, and an and one. Nick Brummels takes it straight to the rack, and the 6th Street junior gets the and one with 1:31 to go at 46-37. Cox picks up the foul. And Brummels will try to make it a 3-point play here with 1:31 to go. Down 9. And this will be the 10th free throw shot for the Buffaloes. And it's missed. And the rebound, good box out Ingeson inside. Elm Creek 0 for 3 in the fourth quarter at the line. Get those and it's a 6-point game. Cox, pass midcourt, trapped, and Erickson just got enough of a hand. And he'll pick up the foul. That'll be his 4th. Team 8 with 1:21 to go, 46-37, and Cox back to the line for a 1-1.
I said earlier in the broadcast that he was 70% from the line, but he's 1 for 3 today.
And a 4-year player.
I know Kyler from some baseball, so I know he's a true competitor, but just a little uncharacteristic from the line.
First one, that one in when he needs him. Averaged 9 a game as a freshman, 8 as a sophomore, 6 last year, 6 this year. Minute 21 to go, 47-37. And that free throw drops. He's got 3 now. It's 48-37. Buffalo's down with minute 17 to go. And dribbling out. Right side it comes. Elm Creek kicks left corner. Quintana 3 up, short rebound. Tipped around. Kramer ends up with the last with a minute to go. And Elm Creek is running out of chances with a minute to go. Maywood-Hayes Center trying to push this game away. Maywood-Hayes Center playing keep away here. Holding it is far. Ball comes right side. They'll play keep away again here. And they're finally a foul with 41 seconds to go. 48-37. Elm Creek here. Fouling Hayden Farr. It's another 1-and-1. Farr today, 18 points. He's been really good. And the first of a 1-and-1 is dropped. Give him 19. 41 seconds to go here in this game. Second free throw with 41 seconds to go. And he'll drop them both. A 20-point effort from Hayden Farr.
That may have done it.
And that pushes it to 50-37 here in this one. Left corner it comes, 30 seconds to go. Into Erickson, he'll drive, kick out, set up an open 3. Hubbard launches, misses, rebound Kramer, and he'll hold it and get fouled. And with 23 seconds to go, it looks like Maywood-Hayes Center is going to move on to the D1-10 sub-final. They'll play St. Pat's at 7. Elm Creek will await what they hope to be a district final wild card. They are in a really good spot. They came in number 3 in the PowerPoint, so
you're right.
Should have that.
A loss here does kind of sting, but you know that you've played well enough all year to maintain a good position.
Kramer misses the free throw with 23 seconds to go. Second free throw here is missed as well. Erickson gets another board, 20 seconds to go, 50-37 again. Elm Creek brings it into the front court, left corner, not shooting. They come around the perimeter, top to Hubbard, back in left corner to Quintana. He'll launch there, and he'll hit his second 3 of the game with 4 seconds to go, but Maywood-Hayes Center will hold it out, and they'll get the victory here today, 50-40 over Elm Creek, and Maywood-Hayes Center will move in to the sub-final game on Thursday against North Platte St. Pat's right here at North Platte St. Pat's for the D1-10 Sub-District Championship game. Again, your final 50-40. Maywood-Hayes Center gets the victory, and we'll do a quick post game and get you all the numbers here in just a moment. Welcome back here to the D1-10 Sub-District semifinal. It's a final. It's Maywood-Hayes Center getting the victory 50-40. Wolves improved to 24-1. Elm Creek drops to 18-5. And now Elm Creek will wait what is going to be a district final. They will play again. They will have a district final for sure. I'll just have to wait. And that could be Saturday, could be Monday, could be Tuesday for Elm Creek fans, but I don't think they're going to drop too far either. They're number 3 seed right now, and looking at the PowerPoints, they sitting at 45.09. Johnson Brock's not too far behind, so if they get a win, probably move over them, but probably 4, 5, or 6 seed, somewhere around there. I don't think they'll drop below Layton or even maybe Howells Dodge, probably somewhere close to there. So it might be a 5, 6 seed, but still going to have a district final. Their season not done, and if you get the right game, if the right opponent, if it's within 180 miles, you can actually host. They could host a district final game, and so we'll see. But needless to say, that's a tough loss for Elm Creek. Their season, though, definitely not done. That's one good thing is they're not really on the outside looking in, wondering. They know they'll have a district final for sure. Meanwhile, Maywood-Hayes Center, 24-1, they will move in now to a district final or sub-district final on Thursday at 7 o'clock as they will face the North Platte St. Pat's Irish. Again, 50-40 here, the final in this one. Numbers by quarter for Maywood-Hayes Center, 15, 9, 13, and 13, 24 and 26 by half. 50 in the game. They were led individually by Hayden Farrow at 20. He was awesome. The 6'3 junior played a tremendous game here today. 13 from Hayden Kramer, 8 from Jeremiah Ingeson, 6 from John Patel, and 3 from Kyler Cox. They were 3 of 12 from downtown, 13 of 21 at the charity stripe. Total of 13 turnovers. Led by as many as 13. They win this one by 10, improved to 24-1 on the year. For Elm Creek, 6, 12, and 8, and 14 by quarter, 18 and 22 by half, 40 in the game. J. Carter Erickson, 22, certainly had the double-double numbers, I'm sure. He had 6 from Isaiah Quintana, 4 from Nick Brummels and Trent Watkins, 2 apiece from Bo Knapp and Cade Simp. Elm Creek, 3 of 20 from downtown, 5 of 12 at the line, 16 turnovers in this game. They never led, and had it within 3, I'm going to say maybe late second quarter, and down 6 at half, just couldn't get closer. And it seemed like they were always 7, 8, 9 points behind, and Maywood-Hayes Center just able to hold on there, keep that close to 10-point lead almost the entire second half, and they win it by that at 10-8. Elm Creek again drops to 18-5, and it sets up a sub-final Thursday right here at McGann. We'll have it for you here on Husker Radio on our live video for those watching, and we'll also have a live radio on KODY as well here from McGann. 50-40. All right, that sets it up for Thursday night again. Appreciate your help tonight, Harmon, as you're helping us out here today.
Yeah, it's fun to be here. Can't wait for Thursday night. It's going to be a good game.
Cool down for now. It'll be a colder night outside Thursday. That'll help. But it's going to be a warm gymnasium. It'll be a packed gymnasium for what should be a fun one. And what's interesting is these 4 teams, South Loup even has a chance to maybe potentially make a district final. You get some wins there. You could have some rematches in the state tournament with these same teams. And so you never know. We'll see if that happens. But again, so you can't celebrate too. I mean, you're happy you moved on, but you never know. I mean, now Elm Creek's thinking, man, we'd love to get somebody like this again down the road. And who knows, if it fell correctly, you might see these some teams meeting up at a district final too.
I think my dad and I were looking at PowerPoints the other day. There is a possibility that St. Pat's might play South Loup again.
Sure.
It's such an interesting way that D1 is kind of shaped out here at the end of the year.
We'll see. Again, your final earlier today, it was St. Pat's winning 69-52 over South Loup, and Maywood-Hayes Center moves on 50-40 over Elm Creek. Say so long for our live video stream. We'll talk to you Thursday night here from McGann. It'll be the D1-10 sub-final. Maywood-Hayes Center, the 2 seed, St. Pat's the 1 seed, meeting up